Leftover time. Thanksgiving meal. Come on with it. And we are derailed to a degree, but it's victory. And I mean just that victory Friday. Come on, baby.
Ready? Run from it.
Destiny.
Destiny arrives all the same.
All the same, baby.
And now it's here.
Or shall I say, I am. Yeah. Get down. They really say ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation's groove? From my studios to yours. Happy Friday to you. And you. Hey, put that turkey sandwich down. Come on with it. Where the dressing? Where the mac and cheese at? The oven kind. Don't give me the stove. The one on top of the stove. Yeah. 6, 5, and 1. Cowboys. We a long way from 3, 5, and 1. Cowboy Nation. We're a long way from there. Let's get it. 5, 4. Let's get it. The name is Law Nation. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Put 6, 5, and 1 in the chat if you're a Cowboy fan. Come on with it. See, at first, they laugh, they scoff at us. See, at first, they say we can't do this and we won't be able to do that. And now they all a part of us. Come on with it. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation's groove? Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight too. I need to see nothing but 6, 5, and 1s. Come on. All right. Come on with it, Cowboy Nation. Yeah. The longest intro in the land. Appreciate each and every last one of you all. 6, 5, and 1. At first, we were called, hey man, delusional. And then we were called, oh, these boys are real, And then we are saying, hey, man, maybe the Cowboys are all right. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where we at, Cowboy Nation. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to you, Toombs. See you. Daniel Jackson, appreciate you, DJ. Kendrick Freeman, appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in and being parts of these type of conversations without hesitations nor deviations to the nation, Cowboy Nation. This particular team had its ups, had its downs, was considered to a degree an epic failure, and now is considered to a degree an epic team. What a good day a few games would make. Going into November, we were a 3-win team. People were saying, man, y'all got 3 wins into the month of November, and y'all talking about postseason stuff, man. Oh, my goodness. Y'all beat the Raiders, man. What y'all want, a cookie? And then it goes from, hey, man, y'all beat the damn Eagles, man. That's y'all Super Bowl, And then all we had to do is remind them that, on
the real, me and your mama are getting real serious.
Yeah. So you know,
So it looked like I'm gonna be around here for a while.
like we're gonna be
I
around
ain't
here for a
trying
while.
to be your daddy or nothing. But if you need some advice,
Feel free
to talk to me.
Talk to me, man. Just feel free to talk to me, man. And that's the reality of it, Cowboy Nation, because they are on their high horses, you know, and we just over here just chilling, minding our business. And the Cowboys, to this particular degree, we just got to take things as relates to the Cowboys one game at a time. I said that we can't win all 7 games when we were at that freight. We can't win them all in one game, right? But we can set aside our mindset to be where we are at right now. And this is where we are at, in a great situation. So in the words of the lady that sung this beautiful song, come on with it.
How excellent.
Come on now.
How excellent.
How excellent it is to be where we are at, Cowboy Nation. And only those who are angry and upset is mad about this particular situation. But we are in a great spot, in a great room, and everything gonna work its way out. We just got to continue to remain excellent. You know, that's just what we got to do. We got to remain excellent in these particular things, and everything will work its way out, Cowboy Nation. But before we go a little bit further into this, I just want to let y'all know one more time. Roger! Oh, he dead. Yeah. Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Loud did it. Osa was on the nightcap last night. Oh, wow. You know, I should have hit him up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that he was on the nightcap last night. Appreciate y'all, man. And kudos and credence to Roger, man. No kid or no bird was hurt during this particular situation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it goes, man. Y'all know exactly how it goes.
On the real, me and your mama are getting real serious. Yes, indeed. So we getting real serious with it. How y'all feeling, though? On a scale of 1 to 10, how y'all feel? 10 being the highest. I need to know. I want to know, Cowboy Nation. How do you guys feel about everything? While this room is is building up over here. Osa is him. I'm going to have to find that interview. I definitely got to find that interview about Osa standing into the mix. What were they saying? They're trying to hoodwink my guy. I know that that's their play, you know. But before we get into details, let's talk about this particular quarterback.
Who knows the moment well. CBS Sports lead NFL analyst Tony Romo. It's a family affair always as we offer pleasantries back and forth here. But what a football game, man. I mean, we're looking at this one on the schedule. The day it comes out, we have it circled in red and it's circled in blue to end it here. What do you take away from this performance by Dallas specifically? And what does it mean to deliver to that home crowd on this day as you did many times before?
If anybody knows what needs to happen, is this guy, Antonio Ramirez Romo, I believe. What's his full name? Y'all can put his full name down. But let's see what he had to say.
It was just a huge performance. I think we've always been all right, let's see what they do in the incredible tough situation.
Tony!
A team who's played in so many Super Bowls, never not made the.
He sounded like he lost a friend or something, man. Tony, what the excitement is.
Mahomes, and you came out with your season on the line. Truly, Dallas, the season was on the line. I think if another loss, they're probably going to be out. And they won. And they controlled the football game in a lot of ways, which is actually gives you a little bit more hope, because now you're like, okay, we just did that to the Eagles, who are #1 in the NFC. We know this team's always playing in the AFC title game. We got the Lions next week at Detroit. If they win that game, They will be favored in every game the rest of the year. They can go on a run, and if they get in the playoffs, this is a very, very dangerous Dallas Cowboy team.
I mean, you take them one at a time, but two big ones here in the last 100 hours.
Two big ones.
They take down both the AFC and NFC reigning champions in the Eagles and now the Kansas City Chiefs. To flip to KC here for a second, Tony, because it is now seemingly a coin flip, according to our sports line projections, 46% to make the playoffs from here on out. Patrick Mahomes' play has seemingly elevated from last year, a year over.
We didn't I haven't heard the full interview. I can't hear much more. I came here for a Victory Friday. Yeah, I want to see Victory Friday, VF, or something like that. VF in the chat, Victory Friday, and put 94 VF or something like that in the chat. I'm curious now. I had a show already lined up, but I'm curious. I haven't seen the interview, so let me see if I can find it. You said Osa, right? Osa on the nightcap. Let me see.
Hey guys, it's your favorite dunk here.
Let me see.
On Turpin.
Wilson, and collectively as a group, in its totality, are playing really good football, especially against not a Super Bowl winning team, a playoff.
Vikings at home.
Right.
I don't see it, y'all.
Oh, okay. You think they can run it at 457 yards?
Let me just type in Osa. Osa on the nightcap.
But the biggest
Osa.
difference, Ocho, the Chiefs couldn't get him off the field on third down. Cowboys was 9 of 16 on third down. They got him in third down a bunch. They just couldn't get him off the field.
Get him off the field, yeah.
Let me see if I can find Osa. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I'm curious now. Nightcap. There we go. That's 8 months ago.
Hello, it's your favorite sports dunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe.
Against him every day, so
we got Jerry Jones. We got Jerry Jones live right now too, right? Somebody send me that link on Twitter or something with the nightcap. I can't find it. He was defending Dak Prescott. At this point, if anybody talking ill will of Dak Prescott is out there cotton picking mine, you know what I'm saying? It's just that for what it is, I think that Dak Prescott been dealing in a great situation today. And all this
to the people that you're around and others that you aren't around. So I accumulate opinions, accumulate information, and try to go to the people that seem to be the most qualified for that at that time. The best thing I can say about oil and gas is that relative to football is that pretend that I'm sitting with a bank of phones, a couple of phones.
Who these
and
people
in my
are?
left ear, left hand, I'm talking to someone that has just told me that I've lost my proverbial butt and I've gotten a major dry hole that costs enough to make my eyes water. On the other hand, I've clicked down and I've had on hold someone
I'm gonna look it up,
that
y'all.
I'm talking to about going in a new prospect with me. And I'm trying to sell them on joining me to drill that new well. When you go from the left being told that you've just been hit on the nose, your voice can't break. You've got to go in with all the enthusiasm as though you had just found some big field. That's football. That's all business. They're very similar like that. I thought when I decided to really spend my life in sports, and that's why I kid with sports people, sports media especially, because I say, you know, guys, be a little sweeter to me. I said, be a little sweeter. I said, we're persons. I said, all of us have decided to spend our life in sport, principally. And so we got a lot in common. Well, that doesn't get me very far, but I feel that way. We do have a lot in common. But I had thought, though, that because the oil and gas business is competitive, there are piranhas out there.
Yeah. That joker talking about oil and gas. I want to talk about the Cowboys, man. Shout out to Jerry Jones. All right, so I'm here on the nightcap, And y'all see that y'all sent me
He was
enough.
sensational today. Make it.
Y'all sent me enough YouTube donations so I got YouTube Premium now, so y'all don't have to worry about a sneak commercial coming in here. So you said at the 58-minute marker. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, there go my guy. Okay. Let me see.
What?
What'd you say?
We'll see if he's fully recovered and he's able to go against the Cowboys. The Chargers, we don't know what Chargers we're going to get. We know offensively they can be good. We know they can put pressure on your defensively, but we never know which Charger team is going to show up. The Vikings, J.J. McCarthy, boy.
Hey, what's wrong with JJ? Hey, what?
What'd you say?
Where you at?
I'm at home, bro. We just got done eating Thanksgiving dinner not too long ago.
Oh man, I ain't even have. Hey, Nick, you know how blessed you are to have Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh.
I had three hot dogs today.
Oh wow. Hey, no, I'm spoiled, bro. I don't know how long I've been saying it. Probably last 2 years since my mom moved in with me, and she been on the ones and twos in the kitchen, and I'm not gonna stop saying it because she went ham.
What did we have? Typical Thanksgiving? What did we have?
It was straight Nigerian food, bro. Fufu
Okay,
and
tell
agusi.
us. So fufu,
Agusi,
who?
jollof rice and stew.
Jollof, okay.
Suya, the whole nine.
So that is a typical Nigerian Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So y'all had no turkey, no dressing, no mac and cheese, none of that, or that was in addition to.
Nah, that was it was just straight Nigerian food.
Oh boy, got that Timu Wi-Fi.
That's not a part of the culture. Ziggy, you know I'm a Nigerian.
I did not.
Yeah, I'm 82% Nigerian, man. You know I'm.
What you got that off 23andMe?
Huh?
What you got that
I
off
did my
23andMe?
ancestry. I was above.
And I'm Tartarian, man. Y'all get to this football, man.
Says, hey guys, and look, if we're going to turn this thing around and get going in the right direction, we're going to have to pull our weight. What was said, what was done, what changed?
What changed, man? Yeah,
definitely been rocking with the defense, just telling us telling everybody every time I call it up, I'm like, or when I do call it up, and when I talk, I'm just like, bro, we have the guys in the room for the job. Like, this defense is way better than what we've been putting on tape. You know what I mean? As far as like the first part of the season, you know, and just knowing that like coming off the bye week,
man,
especially in November.
At least we play better than his Wi-Fi, man. Come on with it. Come on with it.
It's crazy. You know, we got to lock in. We got to handle business because we don't have any time to bullshit. Everything that we want is still in front of us.
Yeah.
But we have to have a very heightened sense of urgency to be able to have the control of our destiny. And the offense has been rolling. We've been having one of the most explosive offenses in the league all year. So just knowing like we got to be able to contribute and we got to be able to
This better be good. Y'all got me going over here, man. This better be good. Come on, man.
down, because if we get the ball back to the offense as much as possible, we're going to give ourselves chances to win these games and go down this stretch and have the type of games that we want to have, you know. And then also just coming off of the loss of our brother Marshawn, knowing that we have to honor him with the way that we play, you know, and just taking him with us moving forward and asking ourselves, how is he going to approach the game, you know, and taking that same approach and just honoring him that way with how we play on the field.
Go ahead, Ocho.
I'm gonna say, you know, the good thing about this too is for a defense like you guys that have struggled in the past early in the season. Right now is the perfect time for you guys to be hitting your stride. Most of the
Nigerian
time, some of the
mobile.
things I always
Y'all
say,
crazy.
and Bill Belichick, his favorite words that he always says during football season is football season doesn't really start until after Thanksgiving. And the fact that you defensively are playing the way you're playing right now, that momentum carries over week to week. That momentum carries over week to week, and with the offense playing the way it's playing right now, being one of the best in NFL, there's a very, very good chance y'all could run the goddamn table. And this is coming from a football fan and someone who understands the game when you watch teams like you guys that are playing as well as you are right now.
Man, it's gonna be a Super Bowl in Dallas. I just know, especially right now, we're gonna look up. Because we played 3 games in 10 days. We're going to play the Lions again on Thursday.
Yeah.
I just knew this month is a very, very high importance because we look up 4 games gone like that in less than maybe a little over 2 weeks, and now we're in the back quarter of the season. You know, we have good teams. I say the harder stretch with air quotes. Obviously, it's the league is every given Sunday, but just knowing like these are all very playoff contending teams that were in the championship, whether it be NFC or conference championship or in the Super Bowl, being the Eagles and the Chiefs. Like this is the stretch, and obviously just playing the way we have is building a lot of confidence because the DNA of the team is right, the character of the team is right. You know, so I feel like just being able to execute at a high level to contribute the effort and the passion that we play with is promising.
I look at you guys. I look at yourself. I look at you added.
At what time they gonna talk about Dak?
20. You added Kenny Clark. You brought in Jadavian Clowney.
Foo Network,
Sam Williams back off of the ACL injury, and I look at you guys and the pressure that you guys can generate. You ended up sacking Mahomes 3 times. You pressured him more sufficiently enough. And what has been your thought process with what you like? Damn, man. Okay, Jerry. Okay, you get Kenny Clark. Yeah, we lost our brother Micah Parsons. We love to have Micah, but we get Quinny. We get Kenny Clark. Oh, Jadavian Clowney, the number one overall draft pick at one point in time. Sam's back. You got paid in the offseason. You got the C on your chest. Like, your defensive line, and you said it earlier, like, bro, we got the talent in this room to go get this job done and make it easier for our back end.
Yeah. Like, I don't think I've even earlier in the season, like I said, it just didn't compute whether, like, the games that we were putting together and the way that we were playing was not up to our standard and who I know that we are. Okay. So just continuing to speak on that, and I feel like getting Kenny, getting Q has helped out a ton. As far as having the C on my chest, I feel like either one of them could easily be a guy that has a C on their chest. So that makes my job that much easier as far as being a leader, you know?
Yes. So now you said you're like, okay, you get to sit back and watch this weekend and like, boy, I sure hope somebody take care of this team for us. Hey, come on, somebody beat the Eagles. Cause hey, come on, somebody do something to San Francisco. You get to sit back and watch, knowing that you got a game of the utmost importance. Because at the end of the day, Ziggy, it doesn't matter what happens. It only matters what you do. Let's take care of our business, and we'll let the chips fall where we may. Let's not have a slip up and say, man, now we sitting by watching the TV on the last Sunday in the beginning of January, and like, come on, lose. We need this team to lose.
Man,
when we didn't take care of what we needed to take care of.
That's honestly, as a competitor, you hate to be in that place, bro. You don't want you want anyone else to be in the driver's seat but yourself. So
right.
You got to handle business.
That was impressive. That was an impressive win today. Talk about your quarterback.
All right, come on.
I think you've been there for a while now, and this is as good as that I've seen Dak spin the football in, say, 4 or 5 years. Yeah, look, he came in and started, he took up for Tony Romo, and he's never looked back. But it's hard for me to say that I've seen him throw the football better than what he's throwing it right now. And
man, look, let me help everybody out, man. Dak always been this dude, man. It's just that we always didn't have these sets and host of weapons around him. We literally had Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb to only play about 7 to 8 games or something of that nature. And then we destroyed that by moving on from the very next season, right? And when you start to think about it, just think about looking at it when you really look at 2022. You only had one half or one side of the field. I like what Brandon Cooks can do, but Brandon Cooks in 2023, he was a tiny wide receiver that you can pretty much box out, and he was a 2 or 3 steps slower, right? So it is for what it is, Cowboy Nation. Now that you got a dominant X receiver on one end, you got a receiver that can play X, N, Y, N, Z out of CeeDee Lamb. Now you got to control every blade of grass on the field. On top of that, when you really think about this O-line, you still got to block it up. And what's happened is that since Dak Prescott entered the league, everybody been talking about the O-line, the greatest O-line, but we've been always a battered and bruised and banged up O-line. Like, we really didn't really have a healthy offensive line. The only time this offensive line was quote-unquote healthy to a degree was parts of 2016, but outside of that, just name me the year that the O-line been healthy. Even this year, the O-line hasn't been healthy, right? So what I'm getting at is that people got this old mindset that, hey, Dak Prescott, oh, wow, look at what he's doing. I mean, the brother already been doing this type of stuff. Look at 2021 stat, look at 2023. I get what happened in 2024, and now look at this season, right? It's been the same thing. Now, granted, this goes to show you that if you get a weapon for your wide receiver, for your quarterback, then things like this will happen. If you get run game for your quarterback, things like this will happen. That's all I'm getting at.
What he has,
I'm tolerating no Dak Prescott slander. I never have, to be honest.
Get him.
Even in times when he didn't look great or this and that, I'm like, bro, like a healthy Dak Prescott is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm down that hill. I've been down on that hill since I've been here. I've seen it. You know what I mean? And I would not tolerate any Dak Prescott slander. A lot of times, people that I know around that talk mess, I'll be like, man, y'all need to get a new quarterback. Y'all need to do this, do that. I'm like, who?
Who you want?
Who would you rather have?
Who you want to have?
X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
Hell no. Stop talking. Who else would you rather have?
It is not like we can get them. If we could, if we got, who are we gonna get? You're not getting Josh Allen. You're not getting into the top quarterback. So what are you saying? You think there's somebody out there better than Dak that we could actually get?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog, you have no idea.
Yeah, they don't.
How risky that conversation is. Like we have again one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, bro. I'm not hearing any of that.
And the funny thing about it, Ziggy, you know how it is with people on the outside looking in. They really think replacing quarterbacks is so easy. You look at some of these teams, like let's say like the Browns, they haven't been able to find a quarterback in damn near 40 years.
40 years. Tell them, Ziggy, y'all crazy.
Find a consistent quarterback, and damn near who since Broadway Joe. People don't understand how difficult it is to have a quarterback, and when you have one that is good like that, despite not having the success that most when you think about the Cowboys and how much they've won, in the 90s, and the fact they haven't done it in so long. Well, hell, having a quarterback like Dak always gives you a chance. Now, it just
always.
It isn't just on him. As a team, collectively as a group, y'all have to play well to be able to make it back to the Graceland like they did back in the 90s. So it's not.
Man, I can debate anybody that's out here, and you can literally say to yourself, you can't find no singularity difference between 2020 Dak and this modern day Dak. You can't find a difference. 2020 Dak was dealing dead. Dak was dealing dead. He got hurt. He was mobile and everything. He got hurt. We had a terrible defense, and we were still, Dak was putting up numbers. We didn't have the pieces that we have now, Cowboy Nation. We didn't, let me say this again for those who are trying to say otherwise. We didn't have the pieces. And for those who say, stop making excuses. Well, what's the other excuses for all of the other quarterbacks when they don't have the pieces? Name me the quarterback that won it all without the pieces. You can't find them. You definitely can't find them. Outside of probably when you start talking about like outside of wide receivers, but they have number one or top five defenses. Tom Brady had top five defenses, and Gronkowski was the equalizer to all of that. So you still need defenses. Even Pat Money Mahomes, for the last 3 years, their defense been better than their offense. We haven't had that situation there. And if you look at touchdown to interception ratio, it's still the same. We didn't have the run game that can command these type of things. So it's all about adding these surrounding pieces and putting this thing together. To a degree, Malik Davis already been here. What's the difference between Malik Davis now than Malik Davis in 2022? I've said the same thing about Malik Davis in 2022 versus Malik Davis now. And cinematic recaps, you don't know a thing about football because guess what? If you're saying stop making excuses, what was the excuse for Malik Davis not being on the field in 2022? Let me know. What was the excuse? Coaching. Coaching matters too. So open up your mental mindset and listen to when the person is talking with the experiences over here that can teach you something. And now you learned something. The only difference was the coach put Malik Davis on that bench in 2022, which Malik Davis, and there's no offense to Ezekiel Elijah Elliott, but Malik Davis was running the ball a whole lot better. But the coach decided to say, hey, we're going to bench this brother because they didn't like what he had to say. Malik always been there. So that's the difference, and that's not excuses. You can't put productivity out there when the productivity is on the bench. You can't expect what Pickens is doing now for Noah Brown to do. Those are not excuses. These are facts that y'all don't want to hear. Let me say this again. These are facts that you don't want to hear. For anybody in this particular world that want to try to debate me on this is the simple fact. This is not an excuse. When we say that Mozzie takes 3 to 4 years to develop and then you got to see whether or not he can do anything, those are facts. So if you're depending on your interior defense from a Mozzie to do what we seen out of Kenny Clark, to do what we seen out of Quentin Williams, it would never happen. It would never happen. So those are not excuses. These are facts. And so the expectations for the Cowboys were to be able to win a super or a bowl or a super plate or a super fork or a super napkin is with these type of guys on defense. It would never happen. But what people tend to do is that they will look at a game and say, hey, that 4 is the issue. And people tend to pin the problems on 4 versus looking at the total picture. Write this down, and you may learn something, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard to see the picture when you are in the frame. And not just of the frame of mind, but in the frame set of thinking that you can get all of those things as what we're seeing right now with a T.Y. Hilton, who was 33 and a third when he was here. And we still won. Did we beat the Eagles, who were probably at that point on their way to the Super Bowl in 2022? And we had a guy that was 33 years of age, T.Y. Hilton, and that was our reasons. And people would sit back and say, hey, stop making excuses. Like T.Y. Hilton was going to be the person to get us over. Now, close your eyes and contextualize this. If you had at that point a C.D. Lamb and George Pickens in 2022, would we be having these conversations? And if you had, to a degree, better run game, would we be having these conversations? No, we won't be having these conversations. We'll be still saying that, man, that guy right there, Dak been dealing. So that's what I'm getting at. So at the end of the day, there's nothing new pretty much under the sun. What Dak can do now is he's a little bit more mobile because of the simple fact that, hey, it takes time when you break your ankle in all of those multiple locations. It takes time for those things to heal. And when you're coming off of a hamstring, of course you won't be able to move and be mobile. But guess what? Time heals it all. Ain't that right, Cowboy Nation? So that's why I'm telling y'all these type of things. And when we look at defenses now, Eberflus, we got to give him a round of applause, man. At the end of the day, I was talking to one of the people. I was talking to one of the people about this defense in general. I really think and I believe that we need a linebacker to be in this game that can cover better. If we want to be real with ourselves, I know it's Victory Friday. I know we want to hear all of the glow about things. But if we really want to scale it from here to here, and people will say, stop making excuses, but when we point out a liability is a liability. 5'9" can't cover. We should all know that. To a degree, when it's inside leverage, your DB got to make a business decision because your guy can't fall into the sinkhole. Your guy can't cover the hook the way he's supposed to because that's not his forte. And I'm talking about 5'9". Now, he is a good hitter, but at the end of the day, he can't cover. Those are not excuses, ladies and gentlemen. Those are facts. We got to shore up that part on defense. But I'm looking at this team. We are probably, if you really think about it, a good middle linebacker away from just showing up in this league. And Jerry is cooking. I will give Jerry that, about the way that he approached this offseason. And sometimes a kick in the mouth is necessary for you to fix your teeth. And that is exactly what we did. We got kicked in the mouth, and we said, you know what? Bump it. Let's go ahead and do these things and get a real interior guy. I said this before, and I was spit upon, and people saying that I didn't know X, Y, and Z. When I said that Kenny Clark, he's not a run stuffer. He's more of a pass rusher, interior defensive lineman. And lo and behold, guess what? We all found out the truth that he was that. But we were so happy that we got rid of Mozzie that we thought that was going to be the end-all, be-all. But now, guess what? We got this Quentin Williams that's doing unbelievable things because his forte is pass rushing / run stopping. And since he put on silver and blue, the Cowboys went from the 30th or 32nd rank on stopping the run to number 1. Now, this is only a Costco sample size, but I really think that the Cowboys are moving in the right direction as it relates to that. All right, so Cowboy Nation, let's just go ahead because I'm tired of listening to them over there on the Nightcap. Shout out to them. Kudos and credence to the Nightcap. Just for copyright purposes and everything like this, I want to share this information over to you all. No copyright is intended. So y'all be sure to check out Nightcap and all what they do over there. But let's talk about this part I was talking about earlier. Dak Prescott getting time to throw the ball and the differences of that. Clark is great run stopping at a 3-tech. He is good at run stopping at a 3-tech. He is a great 3-tech pass rusher from the inside, but it's all light years ahead of what we had out of Mozzie and whatever we were trying to exhibit and exude. The last time we had somebody of that ilk was Jason Hatchard, and before that time frame, we may have to go all the way back to Jay Ratliff. That's how far we got to go back. Fair use alert. I had to use the fair use. But appreciate y'all. Click that link there. Support the Nightcap and all what they do over there. But I was talking about nothing changed. Well, this did change right here. Protecting your quarterback and giving him time to throw the ball. Let's listen to Brian Baldinger on this right here. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Get me up off the screen. It's not about me. And let's get this film going to the best way possible. Let's get it.
This final touchdown of the Cowboys from Dak Prescott to Javonte Williams. Watch how long Tyler Booker makes this block against the great Chris Jones. Like, he just stones him right here. Dak now has time to leak out of the pocket right here and stay clean and then find Javonte Williams, bringing 3 defenders to him and just playing point guard. But it started with Tyler Booker making a block for about 6 seconds against an elite player. Like, that man is pretty special.
That is special for a rookie to get those type of accolades against a 3-time Super Bowl champ as it relates to Chris Jones. Shout out to my Mississippi boys. But it is for what it is. You need time to go through some plays. And that doesn't – what happened here, when you do not point out those small things and you do not show out those small things and say, hey, he had time. Here's the problem. And here's what I'm going to say with this, ladies and gentlemen. 3-4 weeks from now, people will not point out the fact that TB was able to block him for that extenuancy of time, and they would just look at the quarterback stat and say, look what the quarterback is able to do. Just like when we start pointing out to a point every single Eagle fan that's watching right now would think the world of Jalen Hurts, and they'll say, hey, he's a better quarterback than the quarterback that we got right now. And then they start pulling up, hey, well, he been to the Super Bowl. Hey, well, he had this number. Hey, do you know what his passer rating when his X, Y, and Z factors? But they never factor in that they had, historically speaking, they had one of the best offensive line in the last 5 or 6 years, healthy. On top of that, they had how many years? How many years, ladies and gentlemen? AJ and Smitty been playing together. Put that in the chat. How many years? We haven't even finished one singular season yet with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, and people are already talking about a historic run. If you were to pick up a time machine and place it into this particular parameters, and you have A.J. Brown and Smitty on the Cowboys with Dak Prescott for 4 or 5 years, what you think the conversation would be with those particular weapons and Dak Prescott? And Goddard too, yeah, 3 to 4 seasons, 4 years. 4 years. We haven't had this type of tandem for that long. And one can argue that our tandem right now, as it relates to less than 18 games in or 17 games in, less than those days or games, that people are already talking about CeeDee Lamb and Pickens probably be one of the better tandems in the NFL history. And we haven't even finished the season yet. That's how good this particular quarterback is, so he can raise the room to these particular situations. And I like what I'm saying. Swayze with the super chat. I can taste the Super Bowl ring. Grandpa Jerry finally told Stephen Jones to kick rock. The gambler is back, baby. Yeah. Give me the gamblers. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, let's continue to go along with the program. And I feel y'all, I'm not shooting anything at anyone. You know what I'm saying? I love this victory right here. We supposed to be able to marvel at this victory, knowing that we got the ops. I heard earlier this week, I heard that CeeDee Lamb got fake leadership, right? Now, people like to throw the baby out with the bathwater after one bad game. This past game shows that, hey, in this modern day football, and if you want to be one of those teams, you need to have weapons, or you need to have physicality. You need to have a balanced approach. You need to have your balanced meal, right? So that's just for what I'm trying to tell y'all right now, that we finally got those things, and we don't need to destroy them, because other teams can go 3 to 4 years with them. All of a sudden, we get them for a half of a season. Now it's time to break it down. No. We need to continue these type of things, Cowboy Nation. And let me get to this point right here. Where we at? We are right here. Look at the energy. Yeah, everybody up.
Hey, listen up. Hey, how about those last 4 days? How about those last 4 days?
That's y'all coach right there, baby.
The heartbeat of this football team is different. I'm going to say that again. The heartbeat of you men, this team is different. And I am so proud. I will fight with you guys anytime, any place. Hey, listen up. Hey, we're going to start with the sacks. You ready?
Y'all ready?
Jamie Clowney has sack.
Yeah.
Dante Bell has sack. Yeah. Hey, here we go. Touchdown. Dad, hit pass. Malik Davis, 43 on it.
Yeah.
Hey, he made a tackle on next kickoff. Hey, Dak had a touchdown pass. Javonte. Did Dak have a touchdown pass to GP? Brandon Aubrey had a 26-yard field goal. Brandon Aubrey had a 36-yard field goal. Brandon Aubrey had a 49-yard field goal. And the Cowboys win!
Yo, man, I know y'all love that energy. It's very contagious. I think that we got one more game, and that is the Detroit game. We'll be prepared for seeing that game. But I think that it's time for me to move Schottenheimer up from the 5.5, because I had him marked at 5.5, right, on a scale of 1 to 10. I have to give Schottenheimer now a 7.5, y'all. I have to give him a 7.5. And when we close out the season, I'm quite sure he's going to get 9.5.
$3,805.5. Hey everyone, waving hand, medium skin tone, happy victory Friday. I am late to class. Have we dicus the tweet and delete from Pickens of Mahomes' wife? Hashtag psychological warfare.
I mean, yeah. Down, boy. George. Hey, that dog got teeth, boy. It is a situation, whereas with GP, and I hope that nobody, I'm not trying to fight upon anyone. I'm not trying to take away anybody's opinions. Everyone, is entitled to their own opinion. You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to change nobody's minds, because y'all already know my saying. Those who's convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. So, Texas boys, is law what you want. Trayvon Diggs come back to play. He will be ready Detroit week. He will be ready Detroit week. It's going to be a situation and scenario that we're going to see the full play, and we're going to slide Bland back inside as it relates to that slot receiver, DB, and he will cover the slot receivers. Then you will have your field side corner, which will be Trayvon Diggs, and your boundary corner, which will be Chavon Revel, who I think the world of because of his physical size. He's 6'3" and some change, and he can redirect, and he can push you back inside, and he can force leverages and things like that. And if Trayvon Diggs is going to be on the field side, all we're looking for is for that particular situation, and that could be a thing. Whereas that quarterback got to pat the ball, and he got to get that ball out. By Diggs playing on that field side, it's just going to be better for us all together. Now, I know that we're looking at this game as it relates to we won 3 games in a row. You may want to stay with the hot hand or the heavy hand or what have you, but it's going to be a situation and a scenario. Laporta is out. Here's my thoughts with Diggs when he come back, and I'm going to use this only. Shout out to you, Sadiq Charles. We love you. I really appreciate you, Sadiq Charles. I saw that you had called in the other day, and I couldn't get to you. And much love to you. And I know this week is very, very rough on you right now too. So we together, Sadiq. We together in this, right? We fighting together. But I want to say this about Trayvon Diggs. The way that a third of the Cowboys were turning on CeeDee Lamb, and now they're back in his wheelhouse, is the same way that somebody is going to see Trayvon Diggs. They're going to be like, oh, snap, man, Diggs is him again. And they're going to be falling back in love with Diggs. All it takes is that one good game from Diggs, and a lot of people are going to be like, Hey, man, I always was Team TD, man. Come on, man. Trayvon Diggs, man. Let me get your autograph again. And that's going to happen. It's going to happen. And you guys going to see better field awareness. You guys going to see better play. And this defense is going to go from here to even higher. It's just going to go that way. And it's just for what it is. But this team is going to get better, and we're improving, and we are on an upwards trajectory. So it is for what it is. I hope that Diggs ball out too, and we are hoping that he can get things going. Pickens not getting bodied on a slant like Cooks. Yeah, I mean, they had Cooks stopping his feet on hitches and comeback routes. Man, it's just crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. Let me get to this point right here.
Last night, what did you see from the Dallas Cowboys that impressed you?
I think the thing about Dallas yesterday that is abundantly clear is Dallas Cowboys matches up versus any team in the NFL. Yes, I said it. Any team in the NFL.
Talk your
Dallas
talk.
Cowboys is a good matchup against. Now, with saying that, when you start to say what's different about this team than years before, it's George Pickens. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb was really what Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb was supposed to be. The whole dynamic and the lineage of how Dallas have won in years past has been what? The offensive line, protecting the quarterback.
Y'all got me agreeing with Cam Newton, baby. I'm agreeing. You need that, baby. Just like Roger Staubach needed Tony the Thrill Hill and Drew Pearson. Just like Troy Aikman. You needed an Alvin Harper and Mike. I should have said Mike's name first, but y'all get with what I'm saying. Let the AI speak.
At Angie_Rebelchicks $9.99. Question to all the Blue fans. How about that Malik Davis 43-yard rushing TD? Y'all still sad about it, Blue? I am petty. Anywho, great win for the Cowboys. Let's keep
stacking these wins. I appreciate you, Angie, and I thank you so much for the other day, too. The Cowboys get in their own ways with that. When we was talking, I talked to Roy Williams, the wide receiver. Shout out to him, man, earlier this year. And he was going over the fact that him and Tony Romo and T.O., they just really wasn't on the same page, and they never clicked. Then if you go back to Miles Austin, and they were trying to do that, you get what I'm saying? It was Miles Austin and Roy Williams. That's not the same. I'm only bringing this up for historical reference. But the year we drafted Dez, we got rid of T.O. It would have been nice to have T.O. in Dez, right? But we kept tearing down things and trying to rebuild it, thinking that we are the smartest persons in the room. So the difference is the tandems were always needed. We've been trying to definitely excel with this team. Now, we had Dez Bryant and Sweet Feet Williams, T-Will, and we get it. T-Will was T-Will, but he's not to the kind of caliber of what we are witnessing now. And to a degree, we developed a guy named Cole Beasley. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell y'all is that this is the first time in a long time. I get the Amari Cooper thing. I get all of that. But that didn't materialize into greatness because of the simple fact we were still on that destroy mode. I do not want history to repeat itself by us seeing this only for a Costco sample size. And then next year we go into the mix and we try to rip that apart and start all over again. No, this should be a situation and scenario that we learn from our past and we say, you know what? Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. We have Pickens and we have Lime to stay for at least 3-4 years. 3-4 years. Everything will work its way out. But let's listen to the rest of the man with the hat. Yeah, he got there. Has a wild hat, though.
And the run game. Well, this is what makes it extremely different because this team is extremely explosive. What George Pickens brings to that dynamic now alleviates the stress load from a guy like CeeDee Lamb.
Let's go.
Who would have ever thought that in late game situations, how many times this year have we seen Dak look to George rather than Dak looking to CD? I think it was a definite statement win. And when you look at the crystal ball, so to speak, of what's been transpiring over these last couple of weeks, nobody, and I mean nobody, would have been able to say, hey, Dallas is going to be both of the following teams that was in the Super Bowl last year. Oh my goodness. And that's something that they need to keep building on.
Exactly. I agree with the man with the hat. Yeah.
Jamie, I can't remember if I was watching the Cowboys or the LA Rams, because what the Cowboys have with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, it feels like that's what the Rams have with Puka and Devontae Adams.
Oh, yeah. Flanoy. Yeah. Flanoy is my guy, too. And Mingo. Wait till we see Mingo, too. I'm telling you that Mingo is coming, y'all. Pause if necessary.
Adams, it was the same dynamic. They give you, as a defense, the same type of problems no matter what coverage you dial up. There's those two guys that you can't account for. And if by some miracle you account for them, they still have Jake Ferguson. And both teams still have running backs that have the last name Williams, Kyron Williams and Javonte Williams. So I'm just like, I'm sitting there eating some turkey and I'm having these great ingredients that I'm just savoring. And I'm like, man, this is all great stuff. But just like Thanksgiving, these ingredients would just be ingredients if you didn't have a great chef in the kitchen. And Dak has been cooking, guys. The guy has been efficient. He's been making the right decisions. And so, again, it is looking scary for defenses that are going against this Dallas Cowboys offense, because there is no coverage you can run against a team that has two wide receivers that catches everything, that can do a short game, that have the deep ball. And then if you happen to guard one, they're always going to go to the other. And Dak has been making the right decisions. So I really like what the Cowboys put on tape yesterday and the past couple of weeks on the offensive side of the ball. Jamie,
I agree with Manti Te'o and his imaginary girlfriend. Is that to do with the imaginary girlfriend? That dude had a whole imaginary girlfriend, man. It is wild, man. It's wild, bro. True story, by the way. Y'all can let me know. All right, I love this right here, Cowboy Nation. Let me see if I can pull this up all the way. Appreciate all of you guys.
If you've ever...
I love this, and this is about the rookie. And we're going to bring this tape up. I think he does a great, excellent job, by the way. We don't have to be in the safe room anymore. Appreciate y'all. He got catfish for years. It was AI teacher that was with him, huh?
Talk to an Eagles fan, you'd think Jalen Carter's the second coming of Jesus, but rookie Tyler Booker put that dude to work. Look at this initial punch. He comes out and just attacks that outside shoulder. Look at how linear this punch is. The elbow's tucked, it just transfers all the power. He's got that wide base, low pad level. This is just gorgeous. And that punch completely opens up the chest, gets so much surface area to work, and then he just puts him in the ground. That is an incredible rep. And then
Man, I hate to see all of that green on there, but I just wanted to show y'all that one snippet right there. That Booker, for those who wanted weapons in this draft, and I'm one of the weapon guys. You know, I ain't one of the people to say I told you so. If I make a mistake, I'm willing to say, hey, man, I fall on the sword. I didn't think. Shout out to Roll Tide. Shout out to Roll Tide. but I didn't think that he would be up to this kind of caliber of level of playing against grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? So he's playing lights out. I like what he's able to do. Jeez. So from Tyler Smith to BB to Tyler Booker, that interior, them three right there, shoo. Them three right there did their job. I think that they made it fresh for the quarterback to be able to stand tall in the pocket, to be able to go through his deliveries, to be able to be looked upon differently. Those are things that we can look back at. Dak Prescott in this particular game, ladies and gentlemen, 27 for 39, by the way, and he had 0. That's the main sack line for your mind. 0 sacks allowed. Nobody touched him into that particular aspect of putting him in the dirt. So being able to have that and add to the 100 quarterback passer rating, I like that. And the QBR was 86. Let me see if I can pull it up. 86 flat. Let me pull it up so everybody can see. The QBR and all of that stuff. You got to give a round of applause to that O-line, and especially TB, the rookie. To do that against Christopher Jones is amazing. And and we about to get better too. Yeah. All of this stuff we about to get better at, Cowboy Nation. And I can't wait to see how all of this can be materialized. Let's listen to this guy.
Think about this, Patrick. The Dallas Cowboys has just defeated the 2 Super Bowl teams from a year ago in Philadelphia.
Boy, listen. Hey, kids, cover your ears just a little bit, man. Cover your ears just a little bit. Boy, I love all of this glazing, boy. Hey, boy, we haven't got glazed off in a long time, boy. I love all of this.
Swallow that.
Come on, baby. Just glaze us, man. I love it, man. Listen again.
Think about this, Patrick. The Dallas Cowboys has just defeated the 2 Super Bowl teams from a year ago in Philadelphia and Kansas City in 4 days. And Dak has thrown for almost 700 yards and 4 touchdowns in those games. He's been masterful. I mean, he sees the whole field. This throw to Kevontae Turpin, we go through all the throws. I mean, he's getting the ball to his playmakers in CD and to Pickens, but when he's got to check it down to, to a running back, to Javonte Williams for a touchdown, he's making.
Let the AI speak.
At Quinton Warner C1's $10. I still think a lot of our fans still don't understand that it's hard to just bench a veteran like Murray regardless of how we feel. However, you can decrease his reps. This is not high school.
Yeah. There are things that I do like about Murray, by the way. There are things that I do like about Murray, and there are things that I dislike, and that's okay. There's some people right now say, man, they love chitlins, and somebody in the chat loved chitlins. I saw a restaurant that got chitlin egg rolls, right, with collard greens and all of that stuff in it, mac and cheese. I said, oh, wow, and there are some people that dislike those things, right? But that's just how it is with Ken Murray. He is not a cover kind of caliber linebacker. In this particular defense, in this system, we know that this particular guy, Matthew, he needs certain cookware. But he's managing. But I'm guaranteeing you that by next season, there's no way that Matthew Eberflus is going to bring back Kenneth Murray, or Ken Murray going to be that still in that spot. Because that spatula is all jacked up. And he's going to try to get another spatula. That's just for what it is, Yes, indeed. That's big back activities. What happened to Sanborn? That's your boy-in-law. Shout out to Sanborn, Mama Sanborn, all of the Borns, man. Even Jason Bourne, I would say this, though. Sanborn, he can cover, he can hit, he can fit. It's just his processing system, you know what I'm saying? His Pentium or Centium, however you say it, processing system is still on AOL alert, dial up. His internet speed is very slow. So that's just for what it is. he got great instincts. He just can't get there.
At Angie_Rebelchicks $9.99. La, you raised your score up for Shoddy. What about at Eberfluss? Tears of joy asking for a friend. Also, what happened to all the fans who wanted to trade CD? Eyes.
You gave CD that good pep talk, huh, Angie? Yeah, I feel you. I never had my grading system of. I did. Did I tell y'all to save that video when I went down the list and we gave out grades on all of the positionings? Oh my gosh, man. Action Powwow says, Law, he named everybody to get a touchdown, but CD Riggs. Riggs! Two things I want to bring up before the bye. Before the bye, because we do have this. Let me see if I can pull this up, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls.
Dak Prescott's playing some of the.
Well, I'm glad I didn't pull that up while everybody was watching. Give me 1 second here. Here we go. All right, and when we look at this team before the bye, this was literally our defense. One was arguing that Cheeto is stronger than our defense, basically. See, they say, Law, nah, that Cheeto is a little bit too strong, Law. You need to put something else that's lighter. Two things came into mind. One being that the Cowboys defense of coordinator needed this particular thing to happen. He said, yeah, I know how to cook. I know how to cook. I just don't have the cookware. And I said this on, I believe, Cowboys Collective originally. Appreciate them boys. That I said, I'm going to let the AI speak. I'm going to let the AI speak on this. Let the AI speak.
At Quentin Warner C1's $5. I agree, guys. I want KM off the field. The business side says it won't happen.
Yeah, the business side says Kenneth Murray will not. I thought you were saying Kellen Moore. But yeah, Kenneth Murray, he's a veteran guy, and he get a veteran pass. And I appreciate it for your $5 super chat. Matt Eberflus said he know how to cook. He just needed new cookware, right? Some people can really cook. They just need that cast iron skillet, right? Yeah. Grandma and them, you can really throw down that cast iron skillet. Try to have her to cook without that cast iron skillet. There's some people right now that can't even cook on one of them damn electric stoves. They need the gas stove. They just what they grew up cooking off of. Right? And say, oh man, the gas stove is what I need to have. This electric stove just don't do it right for me. Some people just like that. The other part of that equation was the fact that Schottenheimer, as the head coach, he got to manage everything. So Schottenheimer was spending a lot of times before the draft. Before this bye, before the bye, he was spending a lot of times in the defensive room because he had to check on why this defense is such a terrible thing. Now that we got the upgrades of all of those small pieces and another mindset, this defense done upgraded. You see them two locks up there? You seeing that the philosophy now, we done upgraded our defense to a degree that now Schottenheimer don't have to spend a lot of time and a lot of resources of information inside the confines of that defensive room, and he can stick to what he do best, which is the offense planning and designing and getting things going. And that's why this offense haven't been as stagnant as it been, because he is not having all of his time over there on the defensive side. The other thing of it is that Matt Eberflus been cooking with this new potware and cookware, So that's what I'm getting at now. So to make a longer story short, Matt Eberflus is not at a F plus right now or F minus. I will put Matthew Eberflus at a C plus on his way to a B plus. He's somewhere around there. He's somewhere around a C plus. He pulling them grades up, baby. Shoot, one can argue for what he did against the Eagles, 8 consecutive stops. Somebody can give him a B plus, grade him on a damn curve, or an A. But now I'm gonna flip it back on you guys. What grade y'all giving Matthew? What grade? Roy Williams, 3616 said, nah. Jerry Jones is the master chef. Miko said law, no law, B plus. B plus. Miko says, wait, B? C plus is fair. Somebody says fair. Stay paid says C plus is fair. It's fair. It's fair. Hey, if he get an ice cream after this Lions game, he get a ribbon. He get a well done. He get a well done job. He get a B plus if we just do what we need to do against them damn Lions. C plus for Matthew. Thoughts on bringing 71 brings better than 60. Law. Are you talking about Nate Thomas? Are you talking about Nate Thomas, action power, like everything that we needed to know, everything, not a few things, but everything that we needed to know. Let me see if I can pull this up. About Tyler Guyton is right here.
What the do we gotta do? Dominate! Let's go! Just whether it's
everything we needed to know about it. Shit. Oh my God. Everything we needed to know about that. That's all I would say about Tyler Guyton, man.
What the do we gotta do? Dominate! Let's go! Just whether it's what the do we gotta do?
Hey, and I want y'all to examine too, by the way. Terrence Steele wasn't about that life too. Terrence Steele himself was like, hey, wait a minute.
Dominate! Let's go! Just whether it's
hey, Terrence Steele thought he was about to get hit too. Terrence Steele was like, hey, man. Oh my God, man. Hey, Terrence Steele like, look, let me go check. Let me go check on the DB room right quick. Terrence Steele didn't want nothing too.
At Trevor Burrow, $2,880, 9.99. Cowboys offense is the best thing for our defense. We gonna force other teams to try and keep up. And teams can't keep our offense on the sidelines by running the ball and clock.
Yeah.
Our D-lines.
It's special, yeah. Trevor Burrow, appreciate you. Here's what I'm gonna say. And Sean says, "Law, I just don't like zone. Zone works when you got pressure. Zone works when you get pressure, and of course, we got when you that DB and you can sit on things like this. You can redirect. That's good. But when you also a DB, when you can sit on a route and knowing that ball got to be there, picks are coming up. We're going to get more takeaways if that happened. Shout out to you, Sadiq Charles, 59 months, silver level 1. That's dope. 59 months, a long time to be rocking with me. Appreciate you. Tyler Smith hit. Guiding so hard, gave him a high ankle sprain. He needs some milk. Tyler Smith, man, he wasn't about that life, man. But shout out to TG. I mean, TG, all these damn Tylers. Tyler Guyton wasn't about that life for what Tyler Smith was exhibiting. So it was crazy. It was crazy. Now, where was I? I was somewhere having a conversation. Appreciate y'all. Hold on. Give me back to my conversation here.
All the plays right now.
Here
He
we
looks
go.
very comfortable in this offense. They've won 3 in a row. They look like they're very different. They're getting hot at the right times. I don't know what the playoff picture for them is right now. They're 6-5-1, but there's no reason to think that they can't continue this type of offensive play. Everybody is contributing, and Dak's the point guard getting the ball to every one of these guys, whether it's Ferguson, CD, Pickens. Like, he's seeing the field so well. But to win those 2 games in 4 days against the teams that were in the Super Bowl just a year ago, and this touchdown to Devontae was amazing.
All right, so how many – y'all help me out, man. Y'all help me out with my math and everything. Yeah, Kerry says law zone works, but it also has its place in timing. Yeah. So some of your better defenses are defense that can give you a little mixture of both. What gave us fits – vision-based defenses like what D'Amico Ryans runs, 49ers runs, those type of things. Some of your top 5, if you do like a query or a post on like who's your top 5 or top 10 defenses in the last 5 to maybe 10 years, you'll see that zone-based defenses are that, especially if you can create pressure with your 4 and drop everyone. That's what we're trying to do. But we're fabricating. We got 5 down linemen, and we're trying to create pressure with those 5 and drop the rest. It's just that our droppage on Murray is a liability. And sometimes when you go into different packages, your sub-packages with Bridges or to a degree Reddy Stewart, I think that he's a very grit player, but you have some leakage there in some of your principles. So I really think that if we can find like a brain, like a Luke Kuechly type on this type of defense, ooh, y'all, I can't wait till I start doing my damn linebacker for draft reports, man. If we can find a Luke Kuechly type or a Sean Lee type of linebacker that can fit right in the middle of the field, oh my gosh. And I like what Overshawn is doing on that edge, being able to cover the flat, seeking out things. It's nice. I thought that Mears Leofile can be that person, but they just don't trust him enough in this particular scheme. Just for what it is. Shamar James, I think next season he's going to be a whole lot better than what he is now. And he flashes at you, boom, boom. And to a degree, I think the Cowboys may keep Logan Wilson on and being that person, but he's like 2 or 3 steps slower than what he should be, right? So that's just for what it is. So if this team, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all just think of how Ray was flying around when he had those big boys up front. Now, we don't have big guys, pause if necessary, but we do have guys that can win. Quentin Williams is not a big burly guy, but he can win. At 304, he can win. Linebackers can scrape, fly around, and do all of the things that they need to do. Somebody can say, man, Law, we a linebacker and an edge rusher away. But from being just solid, she'll get you a nice little, wee linebacker. Come on with it. Now, how many, my math don't math all the way, so I need y'all help. By the way, how many teams do enter into the playoffs? Y'all let me know. How many teams do they select to go to the playoffs? Y'all do the quick math for me. Because right now we position at seat number 9. So how many teams do go to the postseason every year? How many teams? Y'all help me out. Linebacker and a DB away. I feel you on that. A Fred Warner type. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Linebacker, edge, safety. Watch Diggs work. 8 from each conference. Okay, appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. All right, so if it's 8 from each conference, is it only 7 or 8? This is what it looked like. You got the Rams, Eagles, Bears. Tampa, Sea Chickens, Seattle, I meant to say. Green Bay, 49ers, Lions, Cowboys. Lions got 5 losses. We control our own destiny, right? Is it 7 or 8? I know it's 6 or 7. Is it 7 or 8? It's 7. So what we need ultimately, we take care of business with the Lions. That's just us taking care of business. We need a slippage from, I want to say to San Fran. We need that to happen. We need. I can't stand it. So who does San Francisco play this week? We need San Fran to lose. We need a little help. But we need to stay focused and take care of business. We can't get nowhere if we don't take care of business versus Detroit. Right? Yeah. It's 7. Okay, so we got to figure that out. Let me see if they ain't gonna let me go play. Okay, here you go. Shoot, this helped me out right here. Playoff. Shit. All right, so win the tiebreaker over Chicago based on best percentages. So we need Chicago. Come on, tiebreaker. Come on, Chicago, Chi-Town, boy. We need to be having our go Bears tonight. All right, so we still in the hunt right here. That's 6-5-1. That damn 1 throws me off every time. Niners versus the Browns. Yeah, we need the Bears to win, and we need the Niners to lose, and that'll be our situation there. That's all we need to happen. So by us not taking care of business on the earlier side of things, we're in the hole a little bit, and that's okay. That's okay.
They're sitting there at 6-5-1. Dak is playing.
Got a super chat from Sadiq Charles. Appreciate you for your support.
At Sadiqa Charles, $5,194.20.
Jeez.
Blah. I thank you so much for being here for me and so many others. Yesterday was so hard on me. I thought that coming online was going to soothe my pain, but it didn't, so I hung up and got into my Quran and prayed.
Amen to that. I understand. Trigger moments, so we got to frame our minds around things, It's difficult, and it don't stop because we got the holidays coming around the corner there, and it's a very difficult spot. Quentin Warner says 7. 7 is a good number. Hey, I like what my guy BB 1359. He says 11-5-1 gets in easy. All right. I'm gonna re-put that out there. 11-5-1 gets in easy. Run the tables. It's Victory Friday. Run the damn table. This is our postseason. Let them scoff. Let them laugh at us. Let them spit upon us. Let them sully. Let them say that we can't do this and we can't do that. Take care of business.
Arguably his best football. He's in the MVP conversation now. CeeDee Lamb, a week after having those drops, took accountability for that, showed up yesterday. George Pickens has been amazing for them. Now this offense has a completely different dimension with George Pickens. The defense is coming along. You have a team that is having fun, obviously. Yeah. They're clicking. They are motivated. They're starting to feel that momentum. You just beat the Eagles and the Chiefs in back-to-back weeks in a 4-game span, both teams that were represented in the Super Bowl last year. And if you look at their remaining
schedule, blazing us.
Now that you've beaten the Eagles and the Chiefs, do any of these teams seem daunting to you? The Lions, the Vikings, the Chargers, the Commanders, or the Giants?
It's any given Sunday. It's any given Sunday. We take our flowers and we don't put them in a vase. We don't put no flour food in there. We take the flour, say thank you. And as soon as they walk away, we throw them away. Because those who give you the flowers now, they will also deliver the hate. They will also use that against you. You take the flowers. You say thank you.
At Quinton Warner C1's
and you throw them away.
Law, it used to be top 2 teams from each conference draw the bye, however. Now only 1 team from the conference gets the bye. They play the lowest seeded team the following week.
Appreciate that info. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. We got to get better in all thy ways. Come on with it. We take them flowers. Ain't it right, Angie? You take the flower from Tyrone and them, even though you know you don't like him a little bit. Take the flowers so he won't badger you even more. And you throw them away. She said the song. Which one though? This one?
I just wanna run it up.
Which run it up song? Which run it up? Which run it up song will it be? You know, let me know. Which is this one?
Time to run it up.
I'll wake up. Jeez. Got another super chat. Appreciate you, Jet Lee. The day I speak.
At Jet Lee, $44.10. Law players are tools. You either can sharpen their skills or let them dull out and get a brand new one to sharpen them up to make them better by competition, which iron sharps iron.
It does, yeah. Players are tools. Always look at it like this. Coaches try to transfer their skill set and their mindset to the player so that when they are out there on the field, they think as one, right? That was one of the greatest abilities of Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson wasn't 6'5". He wasn't this big burly guy. But his mind was everything. His mind. And he was able to transfer his mind unto the players. So, yeah, you're right. Can somebody put down Nick Saban? Statue. You know, people would think that Nick Saban is 6'5" around it, 6'4". How tall? Nick Saban is literally Cavante Turpin. Nick Saban and Cavante Turpin the same height. Put down Nick Saban's height down there, and he would get grown men as big as Quentin Williams to fall to their knees. Because it's the mindset that separates you, not the physical stature of size. It's the mindset. And coaches tend to sharpen and shapen the minds of the people that they are teaching out there on the field. There's no way impossible, man, that you think that Nick Saban can run through A-gap. You know what I'm saying? You know, or he can play soft cover 3 zone and play the robber, or he got to go down there and be down there and shoot through and play down on the 4th side. I don't think that he can do that. I'm just saying. But his mind can. Yeah. And he can shape those things, you know, into the right directions. So that you got to have your philosophies, you got to have your mindset together, and that's what makes this team great, is being able to have the people. Nick Saban definitely ain't 5'2", but he may be. yeah, but it's the mindset that get these guys moving and grooving. Yeah, so appreciate, thank y'all for the super chat.
And you're right. Iron sharpens iron.
I mean, the Lions should be.
After what you saw yesterday?
As I said, the Lions should be.
If you're the Dallas Cowboys and you've beaten the Eagles and the Chiefs, why would the Lions scare you? I know Frank Ragnow coming back, but still.
True, that's a good point.
And I said this before, and I think it's worth emphasizing again.
Go Bears.
They got it right with Brian Schottenheimer. I am so impressed with the way that he has this team rolling. When you think about all the circumstances, a first-time head coach, they move on from Micah Parsons, their best player, right before the start of the season. You have an owner who is always going to be in the headlines and want to exert a certain amount of control. You have a team that...
AJ Boomer says Nick Saban is 5'6". Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What it is, man. Yeah. But he's a leader of man, and this is what all we need right there. Appreciate everybody for rocking with us. Let's you got 22 seconds to bleed your eardrums just for a quick second.
I think it's fair to say this is a radically different Dallas Cowboys team. This Cowboys team is currently a playoff caliber team. Now, they sold so many games early that I'm not convinced they will make the playoffs, but that does not have to do with the caliber of team they are today. Dallas Cowboys are a playoff quality team. There are not 7 teams in the NFC currently better than the Dallas Cowboys. That is a fact.
So we got to take care of business. We got to run the table. 49ers schedule below the heavens is very easy, though. That's the only thing. Let me see if I can pull that up right quick. All right, 49ers. Schedule well. Dang. No. I see something up in here. Twin, I see something in here, Twin. Cleveland gonna play y'all hard. Y'all got the bye week at the tip of the edge of the damn schedule there. That's crazy. You got Tennessee. I think Tennessee, y'all gonna beat them. But them last 3 games, they gonna lose one of them things right there. They might lose 2 of them. If the Chicago Bears are who they are, I think that they can probably sneak on you, The Colts, Chicago, and Seattle Seahawks, them are some crazy games that they got to play pretty much well at. Their edge of the schedule is more difficult than ours, if you really look at it. Yeah, and they did us a little favor by beating Carolina to a degree. I'm seeing something. What y'all seeing over there? I'm seeing something. I see some L's in there. Yeah, I see some L's in there, man. I see some L's in there, and they're not looking as pretty as I thought that they would at this point. So let me get my Cowboys. Where my schedule well at? Schedule well. Let me see. Detroit, Minnesota, Los Angeles, Washington, and New York. We just got to remain healthy. That's all we got to do, remain healthy. Everything else work its way all the way out, Cowboy Nation. Flat out, all the way out. We just got to take care of business. Oh, and here's what I got right here, ladies and gentlemen. Revel is okay. He had to adjust his knee brace on that thing. Iceberg, appreciate you, man. Q says, hold on, Law. Got the ice shining. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Shout out to DC, the jeweler. Appreciate him on all what he does. And come to find out, he did a piece for Ocho Cinco, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to him for doing a piece for Ocho Cinco as well. So who's rooting for today, Bears or the Eagles? I'm rooting all day for the Bears, all day, man. I want it to be real close, and then the Bears just all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, I think that would really break them. I want the Eagles to jump out on a lead to like 10-0, 14-0, and them birds get to chirping again, chirp, 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 chirping, and then all of a sudden y'all turn around. They talking about they looking great.
We looking great. Go birds. Let's go birds. ELGS.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want right there. Yes, that's what I need right. Yeah, that's what I want right there. That's what I'm banking on today. There'll be some good leftover birds, man. Yeah, that's what I want right there, man. I want some good leftover food, man. Come on with it. Don't the food taste better on the second day anyway? Come on with it. That never gets old. I want that all day, every day, even twice on Sunday. And hey, it is for what it is.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
No doubt, no doubt. Be sure to download Sleeper, and when you do download, be sure to use promo code LAW. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around this beautiful globe, $20 from me to you will be added to your particular app. On top of that, they will match up to $100 on your first initial $100 deposit. So be sure to use promo code LAW. Appreciate y'all, man. I need to make a Roger shirt. Yes, indeed. We need to. Roger. Is indeed. They said Hooker is good, just be back spasmo. Yes, it is for what it is. Malik Hooker will be available this particular next game. Just had back problems, and that happened, man. Riggs. Nobody. But that back end, far as the safety look, played a whole lot better than what we are accustomed and used to seeing, ladies and gentlemen. And give me that all day, every day. All right, so what we're going to do here is the hotline for your mind is 657-390-7391. That's the hotline for your mind. Go ahead and grab your places in line, and we'll be right back.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos.
Call Frenkel, Roger.
Call Frenkel first. Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
No doubt. And when you dial that number, be sure to use 817 in all threes or 214 in every three you can dial. Keep this in mind. If you can't dial that number, just visit FrenkelFirm.com. Cowboys, this particular team, as it relates to Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers, they would take great care of you, not advantages of you. Like those insurance companies pretty much fear. And I mean just that fear. These guys. They're located here in the heart of Dallas, so be sure to reach out to our proud partners, Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. Let's get it, Cowboy Nation. My number, my hotline for your mind is 657-390-7391. Let's enjoy our Friday, TGIF. And on top of that, it's Victory Friday. Let's make this consistent thing, because next week we want to have another Victory Friday. Ain't this right? Hit that like button, share this content, ladies and gentlemen. I have from the 214, not 4, but 4, Darius. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Law, do you remember what I've been saying since preseason?
Oh, yeah, man. You've been team shotted, man, from the jump, man. So I'm giving you your flowers. Don't throw them flowers away now. Yeah, I'm giving you your flowers. Yeah, you've been saying that, man. Yeah.
That's just another thing I've been right on. I ain't even talking about that.
Oh.
What I'm talking about is we going to get hot late.
Oh, yeah.
Since preseason. Law wasn't vibing with me when I said it, but I've been calling in. I hear the super chat. I'm gonna let you do the super chat.
No. Okay. Angie states law between you and I, basically, in the chat. CD caught all of those footballs because I let him warm them up on my thighs.
Yeah, Angie be wildin', man. She a wild girl, man. But no.
Them thigh meats done changed a lot of people's minds, boy. Thigh meat, boy. But keep going, Darius. Appreciate you.
But no, I've been shout out to Angie. I've been on we gonna get high late. Law wasn't vibing with me when I first said it.
Right.
But I've been calling in every week to make sure. This ain't a one-off. This ain't me. Oh, remember when I said no? I've been saying it every week.
Right.
And it's more specifically, I've been saying after Thanksgiving. Law, what is it? It's after Thanksgiving.
After Thanksgiving. Parcells, the great Bill Parcells said you would know everything about a team once Thanksgiving hit. And Thanksgiving doesn't hit, so you're right.
I'm nice with this shit. I'm so nice with this shit. I should get paid for this shit, and eventually I will. But my journey, bro. I need a podcast to be honest with you. Another dude who nice with this shit, that boy Swayze. When it comes to them financials, so Swayze must be an accountant or some shit because he be calling some shit too. But but Law, please let me cook because I've been keeping my mouth closed. Another thing that I've been please let me cook because I ain't been talking. I ain't been. Listen.
Well, cook.
When me and 100 Grand was going at it, and the point that I was making about Eberflus, he had an issue with what I was saying about Eberflus, and at that moment I said I'm gonna give him a C-. Now this is when he was looking like straight ass.
Right.
Remind you.
Yeah.
He was looking like straight ass, and I said, hey, listen, I get what he looking like right now. But I can tell, like, I'm gonna give him a C- because I can see what his defense could look like if you gave him the right pieces. He argued me down. He said we don't got time for that shit. After a while, I said I could see. I'm gonna go ahead and say you know what, you're right. If I just would have shut my fucking mouth the whole time, I was right. Look at what's happening now. I'm not finna now. The excuse can be, oh, anybody can coach that defense. Listen, do we see what's going on in Philadelphia? Now, everybody said, oh, well, the Eagles got Saquon and they got AJ and they got Devontae. Of course they're going to have a number one offense. No, you can fuck up a good roster. We're watching it. You can mess up a good roster, big dog. I don't want to hear that. No, Eberflus is doing his thing right now. Now, I'm not saying that he's Bill Parcells, Bill Belichick. I'm saying he's doing his thing. He's more than serviceable right now. And I'm gonna say this right. I'm gonna say this right quick, and I'm gonna let you cook about what I'm saying too long. Let me say this just right quick. Now, all that Dak is different. Dak 1000% is different right now. I get your argument, Law. I get your argument about he always been cooking. I get 100 Grand argument about he always been cooking. Listen, this version right here, now we ain't seen this version right here. I get all the numbers, bro. That's numbers on the paper. 2021 numbers on the paper. I'm looking at Dak, the way that he's playing, bro. I'm talking about big game after big game after big game after big game. There's no drop off. It's been times in the past where we wouldn't get that. That's a fact of, bro, sweaty, man, listen, and then on top of that, the bum-ass Mike McCarthy had Dak looking like a jabroni, a freaking little Jimmy.
A one-dimensional team. A twofold is harder to break than one, and we finally getting a chance to see a twofold. Whereas on offense, you have your outside perimeter players, and then you have run game. Now,
One thing that I will commend Skywalker still with is running with a purpose, like he say, dribbling with a purpose.
Dribble with a purpose. There you go.
Yeah. We literally run with a purpose now to open up play action. Dak Prescott always had great gaudy numbers as it relates to play action, and if you give him time and space, you know what he can do. And we're seeing that materialize, and it's a constant flow, man. I think the offensive line coach is a whole lot better than what we've seen. Right, and then I think that also the overall team, not just Dak, but we haven't had this type of running back that's running the ball the way we are running, and as well as the other pieces as it relates to the ancillaries being able to show us something. So, yeah, to a degree, correlation equal causations or causation equal correlations? I don't know. But one thing I can say, Darius, that this team, energy, is a whole lot better. No more of that flat stuff, man. And that's what I like to see.
And let me say this too. Not only was Mike McCarthy ass, his whole coaching staff ass. Here's another thing. Schottenheimer, not only is he a dog, whole coaching staff dog. That's funny. That's crazy. But people was arguing me down about Mike McCarthy. I'm not talking about you, Law.
No.
But we did have our back and forth. But eventually you came around and then you started getting on his ass. So I'm not just saying that. Listen, when I'm saying like people who argue me down about, I'm like, bruh, Mike McCarthy is terrible. It's not that hard to see. Damn the 12-5. He's not like that. Matt LaFleur punched the teeth out his mouth.
In closing,
yeah, my bad. In closing, Kyle Shanahan used to punch his freaking teeth out of his mouth every time. Fam, that was placebo, bruh. Schottenheimer is like that. This is first season, big dog. This is his first season, and we finna listen. Let me say this too, because I'm almost like a prophet when it comes to this shit. When I stamp something, you can best believe it's finna happen. In closing, we gonna get a Super Bowl out of Shotty. Before Jerry Jones pass away, we will get a Super Bowl. We finna have a Super Bowl window in the next 3 years. I can already see it. The Lombardi Trophy in Schottenheimer's hands with the confetti falling down, with the Gatorade. We finna get that. Okay. We in our Super Bowl era right now. I'm telling you, fam. I'm not saying it's gonna be this year. In the next 3 years, and I want to bank on it next year. Because in closing, just please let me say this last thing. In closing, fam, we need a home run hitter at running back. I love Javonte. We got to keep Javonte. We got to keep Jadeveon because I like how he playing. And we also need, if we can get a linebacker like a Luke Kuechly, like you were saying, I'm 1,000% with you. And if we can get the boy
Love from damn whatever that school
Jeremiah Love, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
That's a bad boy. If we can get him, let's get him. But if Caleb Downs is there, I'm gonna take him. But if he's not, we finna get one Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, one of them dogs up in there. But I promise you, in close, this is my last statement. We finna get a Super Bowl out of Shotty. And you can bank that.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Derek. Let me hear you say it.
At unlucky $8,719.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? And shout out to you, Unlucky, for the $20 super chat. Oh, Darius, man. Hey, run me them. Put the lottery numbers down in the chat, man. I need that, man. I definitely need them lottery numbers, man. And give me about. Think the Powerball. Where the Powerball at, y'all? Shoot, give me about a couple billion, man. I would definitely hook all of y'all up with some coins. But I don't rebuttal or refute anything that he's saying at this point, and I'm wanting his prophecy to be fulfilled, right? And all of us want his prophecy to be fulfilled, by the way. I really think that this team got some good things going. We can improve a little here, a little there. And based off of what Saquon Barkley is doing, right, I know that this league, as far as running back, is year to year. So I'm not finna bank on that Javonte Williams is going to do the same thing he's doing now next season, right? And I'm not casting any aspersions on him or wishing ill will, but I am trying to better my best in getting a Jeremiah Love or what have you if it becomes a situation. Or
I'm going to still look through the waiver wires or still try to look at free agency to add more to the plate as it relates to that run game. Far as the linebacker, y'all already know my stance on that. I want this linebacker room to improve. K9, if you want to call him that. Hey, he's one directional, downhill running back. Linebacker. So he's not a cover-to-cover guy. Nothing wrong with that, trying to improve this team. I got from the 210 you in. Talk to me.
Hey, Lo, I'm glad I followed up Darius. You're going to lock me in.
Yes, indeed. I already know who it is, man. Yeah. Too cold. You didn't have to tell me. It got your whole government name up here now, though. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, DJ. Hold on. Hold on. Let me lock you in. Hold on. What happened to your number, man?
Man, I had to go on and get a Texas number, man.
Okay.
The military got me traveling around the world, man. I need to go and lock back in with Texas, man.
Okay. So that's like what, San Antonio area down south somewhere?
San Antonio.
Okay. Hey, I'm learning Texas now. I'm learning.
When you come out here, pull up.
Okay, definitely will, man. We got Frank Martin. He's finna have a boxing deal. I think it's in San Antonio. You into boxing?
Nah, man, I'm in the football. Oh, man. I'm in the football. Okay, matter of fact, when they had a high school All-American game, man, in January, I'm gonna reach out to you so I get some tickets so you can come out here and watch these young cats before they make it to the league.
No doubt, man. You ain't a Spurs fan, are you, or you a Mavs?
Nah, man, I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Lakers fan. Okay, man,
well, shoot, oh man, shoot, you got it even better, man. What you got for me today, then?
Hey, a couple things, man. I'm glad I followed up with Darius, man, because hey, listen, man, I keep saying this. I follow college like a mofo. Man, this is the best. This is probably the best linebacker class that we will have in the past 50 years.
Dang.
This is probably one of man. Listen, Lo.
Look at God.
This linebacker class right
Look at God, dude. Jeez.
Man, this linebacker class right here, man. But it's a tough one though, man, because it's funny y'all was talking about love. I think this put the Cowboys in a bind when it comes to the draft, right? When I say to the draft, it's you got Love, but if Love is on the board and then Sonny Styles on the board, who you go with, right? If Love on the board, Sonny Styles on the board, Caleb Downs on the board, who do you go with? I mean, it's a good place to be in.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the Cowboys going to pick between 27 and 31. We already know that, but at least for our pick.
Yeah.
What I say, though, is this. I got a question. The Cowboys was rumored to offer Michael Parsons and a first-round draft pick at the beginning of the year for Quentin Williams. The Jets said no.
Okay.
Fast forward. They move off Michael. They get 2 picks for him. And they still end up with Quentin Williams. And 2 picks.
And 2 picks. Yeah. That is good math.
Man, listen. I know.
You finna say Jerry Jones cooking? I got to give you a pile. I give you flowers.
I don't care what nobody say. You see the last name? I don't care what nobody say. Man, everybody owe Jerry Jones his flowers, man.
That makes sense now when I see that last name up there, man.
That man flowers, man.
Let me hold by like $100, man. I know Jerry can give it to you, man. My God, man.
But you know what, though, man? I tell people this, too, though. I tell people this. I'd rather start slow and build off adversity than to win and then face adversity and start a losing process.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Because when you think about it, football is an all-year sport, man. The Cowboys' defense in the past 2 years now been faced with injuries, man. Them jokers ain't played like that together. And then you switch out the defense coordinator, and everybody just wants somebody to come in here and just make the change like that. No. Man, me and Law been saying this till we was blue in the face. You go get you a defensive tackle, that boy out of damn Tennessee, or Quentin Williams. You go get Quentin Williams and not the boy from Tennessee, but now you start to see the process. We're starting to see that the Cowboys defense is coming alive based off the front, that interior defensive lineman, man, is where it's at.
Yeah.
But I want to give Pickens his props, man. Law, I've been saying this. I told you when they got Pickens that Lamb and Pickens probably going to go down as one of the best receiver duos in NFL history, and you were trying to find Jerry Rice and all these cats that did that shit before them. I got it. But, man, Pickens listen, I'd rather have Pickens on this offense with the way it's currently structured right now than to have Michael Parsons on the defense without Quentin Williams. I would rather have Pickens than Parsons with the team we have right now.
I feel you on that. You know what it is between those two is like sweet and sour. You know what I'm saying with the CD Lamb and Pickens. You need that. You need that type of energy. One sweet, one sour, and you mix them together, you get those nice little beautiful tastes of gummy bears, man. So or gummy worms or what have you. So yeah, it's a perfect blend of sweet and sour and a little tangy when you have Javonte Williams running the ball. And I like on Sounds of the Sidelines, he said, somebody was saying, you never saw a person running the ball tackle someone. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he runs. Technically, you have to make a business decision when you try to face off versus Javonte Williams. And I like that altogether, bro.
Hey, and then my last thing, Lo. But, and I tell people, man, like, we're going to beat the Lions next week, especially if St. Brown don't play, you can just go on. That's a gift wrap. That's a gift wrap game. Yeah. The Cowboys going to run the tables, man. I'd rather this Dak Prescott we got right now. And then when I say pick to me, that's why I said Pickens is more influential to the offensive side of the ball for us now than Michael Parsons was, because I think that Pickens gives Dak Prescott a new profound life when it comes to what CD Lamb and Amari Cooper was supposed to be. You got two number ones, and you got them in their prime. It ain't. You can't really debate who is the number one. They both 1A, 1B, and they in their prime. And it takes more than one defensive back to hold them. So you have to respect those receivers, which lets you let up on the run game, which in return let Javonte Williams jump off in the run game, because you got to respect the outside.
And before I let you go, in perspectives, we didn't get Terrell Owens here until he was the age of 33, when he came to the Cowboys, and he was electric. Pickens is 24. Lamb is 26. Man, we got a real youth as it relates to that wide receiver room. So, yeah, that brings in a lot of perspective.
Look, Uncle Jerry, what Law trying to say is, hey, man, pay that man.
Pay that man. Oh, yeah, man. Appreciate you, man.
How about them Cowboys, Law, bro? Keep it up.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you, man. That's too cool, man. A.K.A. Jeez, Ocho Cinco, by the way, great calls, man, all together, man. I got nothing but love for everybody who called in, and it's a good aspect, good ways of looking at it from a different perspective. I don't know if we're ever going to stop talking about, Baltimore is what Sky called them, he who remains, I guess. They gonna keep bringing it up, and now that we're looking at it with Quinnen Williams, it just hit me. There was another situation that we're not talking about, that Quincy Williams also wants to move on and be with the Cowboys, and he played for the Jets now. I'm thinking that y'all can let me know if I'm wrong. He's a free agent at the end of this year. Maybe here's another thing we're going to get. Instead of us fighting for players to get here, players going to be willing to get here. There's going to be some star-studded players that say, you know what, I like what Cowboys doing. I want to be a part of that. I want some, and we're going to get a little favors from that, right? Yeah. It's time for people to say, hey, we finna get a little love now. People are going to be the destination of the Cowboys down the stretch. But that's next year talking right there. Appreciate everybody. Mike says GP have deceptive speed. Yeah, he ran a 4.4 at the combine. I got from the 267. I got him here. Let me know if you're related to Xavier Worthy. Jay Worthy, you're live from the 267, man. What's good with you?
I like that. Hey, Law. No, Xavier Worthy lost yesterday.
Yeah. No
we
relations
over here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes, indeed, man. How was your holiday, man? How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, man, it was good, man. Sitting here in Philly land, sitting around all my family, and they all Eagles fan. Me and my wife. My wife had on her Eagles sweater. A Cowboys sweater.
Okay. I'm about to say, and the twins. You the one with the twins, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, yes. You already know that, Law.
Yeah.
Her twin sister, an Eagles fan with her husband.
Okay.
My wife, a Cowboys fan with her husband, me. And the funny thing about it, they think I turned my wife. No, I met her a Cowboys fan.
There you go.
Why you think I married her?
You met the better side of it, man. Come on with it.
Yeah, I picked the right twin, right?
Yeah, you picked the right swear with it, man. Yes, it did.
Yeah, but it's funny because I'm driving a Cowboys family in real time. I'm driving through this Eagles traffic because they're about to play a game. I'm on my way to see my grandmom in Delaware.
Oh, wow.
So I'm driving from Philly, and I'm just looking around, and I'm seeing in traffic all these people going to the stadium with their Eagles jerseys on. They're gonna be sad because we Bears fans today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Yeah.
You already know, Law. But you know what? My points, Law, is because I love when a segue runs into each other because y'all are all making my points, starting from Darius, and coming down, get down to me. The difference I see in this year, we always say this: coaching matters, player matters.
Right.
You got to have both. You can't have peanut butter without jelly. And for years, the Cowboys have been doing one or the other. They would say, all right, let's focus on the coaching staff. All right, we got the coaching staff. Now coach up these players we got. It's not going to work.
Not.
We need players. And what I noticed was proven commodities rather than projects. And that's the difference. We went and got Pickens, Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, Logan Wilson. We brought back Dante Fowler. We got Jadeveon Clowney, Javonte Williams. These are all proven commodities.
Come on with it. Yeah.
Rather than projects, rather than working on Amazi Smith. We think he can do it. We know he can do it. We draft him to do it, but it's not working.
Yeah.
And so then on the defensive game, while we started looking better, we had Overshown come back, Revel come in. We getting Diggs back. And so we're pairing them up into an already ready-made Taylor defense to be ready. And then when we get these players back, it start forming. Now we're going Super Saiyan now.
Yeah.
Now we're going Super Saiyan. So, Law, tell me what you think about that.
I think that you're right on the money, man. There's the known known and the known unknown. And now we got the known knowns, right? So we were trying to hedge our bet on the unknown, which we were very successful with the unknown. You think about the Tony Romos, you think about the Cole Beasleys of the world, you think about, to a degree, Laurent Robinson. If you go all the way throughout the course of the Cowboys, the unknown, Brandon Aubrey, the great unknown. And you can look at Cavante Turpin, who really drive on that grenade last game, saved the game for us. We really, the Cowboys, been really depending on the unknown, right? And now that we fool around and got out of that mindset of only depending on the unknown to help us out and going out there getting something that's tangibly that can help this team out, like the known, shoot, Quinnen Williams, a known commodity, right? They can really help us. Clark, a known commodity that can really help us. So now all of this thing that we look back at and we're saying, man, we are in a whole better situation. Pickens, a known, right? And think about how stubborn we were when we were all saying, hey, number one is nice, but he ain't it, though, and we've been banging the table, and normally coaching staff will fall to their grave saying that, yeah, Jalen Tolbert will be able to do X, Y, and Z. He's a healthy scratch. Where they do that in Dallas, So
exactly.
That's why we are a different team from coaching and not depending on the unknown, right? And we're depending on the known, which I really love. Now, there's one other spot, and I'm not beating them up, and I think it's Schoonmaker. I think down the stretch, there could be a situation and scenario that eventually the Cowboys give him his walking papers and say, hey, we finna put Brevin Spann-Ford in that particular spot.
Brevin Spann-Ford balling. See him catch that touchdown.
Yeah.
I'm seeing him more.
I'm
seeing him more in the game plan.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Shoddy ain't for it. Listen, y'all not gonna do this to me. Y'all not. I'm gonna put out there the best players that's going to give us the best possible chance to win.
To win. Yeah.
To win, because it's about winning. That's what we got to do, Law. And you always said it, Law. In the past, we didn't draft to help.
Right.
We drafted to replace. We didn't trade to help.
Come on with it.
We traded to replace.
Yes.
And so what I'm seeing is all of that is going out the window. You know, and it goes back to the point you made a couple weeks ago when we played the Raiders. When they benched CeeDee Lamb and they benched George Pickens, you know, for being detrimental to the team.
Right.
Who gave in times past, coaches didn't have that power.
Yeah. Didn't have that full autonomy. And of course it's subjective. We can go back and forth with that. But I know for sure that Jerry Jones were looking down there on the field and he's saying that's 130 millions of my money on the bench. I don't give a dog what people say. I know that he was about to say, "Hey, wait a minute."
He has to push back.
Yeah, what we doing? Where we going, twin? You know, that's exactly what he was saying. You know, I don't like their attitude, and then we have a epic turnover and stuff like that. So hey, it is for what it is, but it builds character, and now they know that man, even Lamb and Pickens can get touched by coach, and that brings in and that raises up the room, man. I appreciate you for calling in, fam.
You already know. Listen, I got one more point, you know, I'm talking to Cowboys Nation.
Talk to him.
And it's just a point. Don't be divisive with the CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens thing.
Right.
You know, we see what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Breathe life into our players, because don't think for a moment they don't see these, you know, these Lost Nations content creators, you know, the Vach of the world, the Skywalkers of the world. They watch it too because they humans and they young, just like us. T. Higgins sometimes have better games than Jamar Chase. Devontae Adams have better games than Puka Nacua. But you don't hear the four-letter networks talking in that type of manner. They're not using that type of notion to cause divisiveness to their teams, but they're doing it with us, Cowboys Nation. We saw what CeeDee Lamb did. Just because he dropped a few passes and he got to catch them balls, we know it because it can cost his games like it did the Eagles game. But don't be divisive. You know, this is all forming together like Voltron. You know, Law, that's me and your age. You know, it's all coming together like Voltron. Let it form.
There's a form, man. Appreciate it. Let me hear you say it.
How about them Cowboys?
Yes, and they be safe, man, down there through Delaware, man. The only thing I know about Delaware is that punch, man. Back in the grape kind, ooh, that Delaware punch, the grape kind. Oh my God, man, that used to go hard back in the days, man. And I'm talking about this in the early '90s, man, when we were playing football and running track and all of that stuff. Delaware punch is undefeated, man. Especially if you're hungry. We used to have this little food place called Ward's, and they used to give us some Delaware punch, man. Shoot. Hardee's used to be another spot that coach used to drop by. He would go pull up to Hardee's, and they used to have the best fries, Cajun fries, and this double stack hamburger. And I'll never forget that Delaware punch, bro. Do they still sell Delaware punch around here, y'all? Let me know, Cowboy Nation. But shout out to my guy Jay Worthy for a brilliant call there. I got the next caller from, and this is. I'm going to give y'all some lineups so we'll know who we are talking to. I got Dr. Q, I got Lady Jessica, and then I have VIP just waiting around in the VIP lounge. But I got Dr. Q from the 210 UN. Talk to me.
Hey, brother-in-law and Cowboys Nation. Couple things, Law. The caller just got off, man. We're speaking some facts. But I am a Spurs fan, so let me just put that out there. And I know y'all are Lakers fans. I got it, because I'm also 210. I'm also 210 as well.
Yeah.
So, but I am a Spurs fan.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, just a couple things.
Ginobili, baby.
There you go. Yes, sir. Couple things, like the guys are just playing with energy, man. These last few weeks. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to come on here and beat up anyone. I don't want to talk about what we could do in next year's draft and who we should get, et cetera, because we know Jerry didn't throw a monkey wrench in there and draft another O lineman, which you got to put it back in your mind as, are they going to keep Steele Are you going to keep the other guy on the other end? So that's why I don't want to get all into that. Let's just say I would like to have this, but we just never know which direction Jerry and them are going to go. I want to say this because I want to talk about the now. And this is the bottom line, man. A lot of our fans probably don't know. Law, if we're looking up to win the division, we need them stinky Eagles to lose 2 games. If we're looking up to win the division, we need them to lose 2 games because we have only lost 1 division game. They have lost 2 already. They lost to the Giants and then they lost to us. So right now,
hold tight. I got a super chat. Hold tight. I got a super chat.
At Silos 2136, $19.99. Nostradamus Law. Don't think I'm not peeping you on the manifesting of these big plays. You a weapon for U.S. fire. Come on with it.
I'm on with it, man. I appreciate you coming, Nostradamus, man. Law, but it was just the flow of the game, man. When I called the play action deep ball down the field for CeeDee Lamb, it was just the only logical reason that I can think of. But I appreciate you. But what you were saying, Dr. Q?
Yeah, no problem. We just need, like I said, I just want to talk about the now because there's still hope and there's still faith.
Right.
We just need the stinky Eagles to lose twice because they've lost 2 division games. They lost to the Giants and they lost to us. We've only lost 1 division game, right? So right now, a tie, even though it's not good, a tie beats a loss. So if they lose 2, we would essentially have 5 losses each if we went out. Let's just win out. Let's focus on that.
Yeah.
We both end up 11-5-1. They end up 11-6. Okay, so we need them to lose 2 games. Now the next thing is
hold tight. I got another super
at
chat.
Justin Vanessa
Okay, no
at
problem.
$2,445.05. Shout out to Law for supporting community at Thanksgiving Drive. Go watch the vid if you haven't already. DC4L and shout out to caller Go Spurs. Go open mouth smile.
Dang, man, there's a lot of Spurs fans in here, man. Appreciate you, Dustin. Thank you so much for your support. Yes, indeed. So I always like to give back to the community if possible, and I appreciate you. Now, what you were saying, fam?
No problem. I said right now the positive is that we go from 10-9 as it pertains to the seeded. So because I was listening to you earlier and we were just kind of kicking some stuff around about the seeding. So we go from 10-9 with our win yesterday within the seeding. And if, because you got Frisco, them stinky Niners sitting at the 7th spot, right? What's hurting us right now is that I'm glad Carolina lost because now that puts us 1 game behind them, but they own the tiebreaker because they beat us. So in a sense, all of those, I say that the bottom 4 of the 7 that's in there now, they own at least a 2-game lead on us. So we do need some things to take place because I'm looking at division, man. Because that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at trying to get that division because I think it's going to be a little tough. Even if we win out and those other teams don't get beat, we might miss out. So my focus is let's get that division. Let's keep doing what we can do under our control. But we do need a little help, and I think we're gonna be all right, man. I like the fact that Jerry has made the moves. I'm not gonna get up here and beat him up because I'm always talking about you own the credit card, Jerry, so you go get players. Howie doesn't own the credit card. He borrows a credit card from Jeff Lurie. Here's a credit card, go get what you need to get. That's the biggest difference. And the last thing I always tell you, that's why it's nothing I want us to just keep winning, is that when we talk about the moves, them stinky Eagles are making moves week 2 through 17, and we're hitting on week 10, which we did hit. Don't get me wrong, we hit. But we hit on in week 10. But if we can just do that a little earlier, I'm not talking week 1 because everybody thinks they can get to the playoffs in week 1.
Right.
But I'm saying if you're a little bit more proactive and take care of business, I think that 6 wins should roughly be about 8 right now, Law. That's just my opinion. And that's all I have for the show, brother. I appreciate you.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. That Dr. Q calling in. Appreciate you. The Dr. Q, man, always fighting to get things going in the best way possible, and I do. We got to focus on the now. I did kind of sway away and then look down the future. I think that's all of us, human instincts, man. Human element thinking like, we got something good now. It can get even better next season. And my bad, my apologies, y'all. I went against my own rule and need to stay in the moment now. But he did bring in some relevant points here. We need the Eagles to catch 2 fades. We took care of business with them. We kind of dropped the ball week 1, but that's okay. We took care of business. We matched them boys. And we're looking at it from this aspect. I'm a big fan of Chicago Bears. I'm going to be a big fan of the Los Angeles. I'm going to be a big fan of maybe the Buffaloes. I think that's where their 3 losses can come at, and that will humble them boys real good. They might end up splitting with the Washington team. They might not sweep them. I think Washington may got their number a little bit on one of them games, right? They may beat the Vegas Raiders, and if they lose to the Raiders, fire and brimstone is going to be all around the Eagles community, right? But and keep this in mind, they said y'all beat the Raiders. Y'all beat the Raiders. They were just the Raiders. Well, guess what? Y'all got to play them, and don't count out Super Bowl caliber coaches. You just never know what can happen down the stretch. And, I think the Raiders do have a coach that won a Super Bowl. So you just never know. You just never know. So Chicago, man, they about to play in a few, huh? They play 2 p.m.? Woo, that game about to come on, huh? Sure. Come on with it. Lucky I got to go watch Zootopia Part 2. We watched Zootopia today around that time frame. So I probably won't be able to get to watch that game. But after we get finished watching Zootopia, hey, we're gonna be sitting there looking. I'm going to be feeling real good, Cowboy Nation. Yes, indeed. Let me get the next caller on. I got from the 903. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hello, all. Happy Victory Friday,
yes,
everyone.
Indeed. Yes,
I
indeed.
heard him. But like I said, it ain't about who beat who. We just need to be who we need to be, and we will still beat them.
Come on.
I'm so sick and tired of every year. This is how sometimes the fan base wants to be. Look here. We got Victory Friday, y'all. We can rejoice about our team winning. And we have to worry about the game plan on what we got to do to prepare to beat the Lions. We ain't taking no wooden nickels. We ain't finna be playing them lightly. We're not stupid. Surely Dak Prescott and the team know they cannot play nobody lightly. It's aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. One game at a time. Be aggressive at all phases on all end of the football. Our boys are doing what they need to do. They're executing. They're getting their plans together. So everybody needs to chill out and just rejoice and enjoy this moment. It's Victory Friday, y'all. Ain't no doggone fury over here. Happy PVO Victory Friday, my people. Let's go, Cowboys! Prepare to beat those Lions.
Let's get it. That's Lady Jessica. Lady Jessica, man. Let's go, Cowboys. SARS reports here, hey, Law, how come Dak is the only one mad about these late hits? Where's the O-line in defense? Dak is the de facto leader of this team. I'm old enough to remember Peyton Manning lobby for calls, Tom Brady. In the earlier parts of their career, they didn't do it. in the latter parts, as they hit north of 30, they began to say, hey, what y'all doing here? And I love that about the quarterback now, is that he's speaking out and he's saying, hey, these guys are hitting me late. Now, he can do things that Tyler Booker can't. And you don't want your rookie offensive lineman chirping at the officials about a late hit, right? Or getting into the face of the opposition that may have hit in the late hit, and now you have a fight on the scene. So I do like the fact that Dak Prescott is at least speaking up and is bringing attention to it. That's a veteran move. As you guys seen ESPN 30 for 30 or any of these great documentary pieces, you would see a lot of these veteran players go to the officials and say, hey, watch out for this, or this guy tend to do those type of things. That's what we're seeing right there in live form. Most of you guys have witnessed Dak Prescott from Mississippi State to the pros, the apprentice Dak Prescott. Y'all seen the growth aspect of Dak Prescott. Now y'all seeing the veteran, more seasoned, polished Dak Prescott. And if people want to say if Dak Prescott changed in that aspect, they're right about that. They're right about that. Being able to speak up, that is the part that gets him, you know. All right, so I got from the VIP lounge, man, from the 860, man. I know you got a party over there, man. What you got for me?
Lord VIP, baby.
Yeah.
Lord, I got a couple of things, Lord. So I watched the game. You know I dissect the game, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I got to give Turn Up Turpin his flowers for running through the play. Lord, I know, us real football heads saw the play that he made, and I know I didn't hear nobody come on here. I didn't even hear any of the commentators talk about GP had 3 drops, including a fumble. But y'all came on last week and ate and tried to eat lamb for lunch. I didn't hear one person mention that. Not that I'm against GP.
Right.
I just like equality. You heard? So keep that same energy. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Turn Up did not recover that fumble, we'd be talking a different tone today, Lord.
What?
But I want to give this. What I watch now, Lord, out of our defense, and I took the defense out of my vocabulary because we don't have a defense anymore.
Right.
Big Q, the pressure that he applies up the middle, Lord, this is something that what they say that what travels, Lord, defense and a running game, correct?
Right.
That's what we need for the playoff?
Yeah, line, D-line, and run game. Yeah.
We got that, Lord.
Got it.
We got that. And what I know, Lord, like I said, I know we watched the game and we dissect little things, and I saw something that I told Shotty I did not want to see again, but it worked. So we gotta give Shotty some credit, because I said I don't want to see Turn Up in that backfield no more, Lord.
Yeah, but he still put him on the end around, which I do like. I don't like him just starting off for that. And then he did run a big 25-yard run. Here's what I want to say with Kevontae Turpin, by the way, is that this is a team that last game he fumbled the ball, and listen to the sounds of the sidelines by them all patting him on the head, say, man, don't worry about it. Hey, man, we got this, man. We behind you,
Facts.
Then
that kept saying, you're better than that.
You're better than that. For less than 4 days, for someone else to fumble the ball, that he was the guy that jumped on the ball at 150 pounds. You get what I'm saying? So it goes to this point right here, to your point, is that's what a team's supposed to do.
Even though we will besmirch or we would talk bad about the player, we would talk bad about the team, whereas they are the actual team that uplift and elevate everybody, which is good. And I'm glad to see that. And it's transparency by them doing the sounds of the sidelines. So I love it.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I love it. And if you watch Pickens was celebrating when CD got his touchdown. They did the ideal celebration.
Yeah.
Go peek that on the sideline. He wasn't mad that he didn't get the ball.
Yeah.
As soon as CD scored, they started doing the same touchdown celebration.
Yeah.
On opposite sides of the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a team, Law. That comes from where, Law? Where does that come from?
I mean, from leadership, from coaches, as above, so
That's
below.
right.
Yeah, you're right on it,
You
man.
gotta give Shotty his flowers.
I know, and that's contagious. I love the energy. He always had that high energy, good energy, man, and everybody kind of gravitate towards that, and that's a good thing.
So when I forgot who was on here earlier, Damaris, I don't know his name, I don't know him like that, and that's not the disrespect. I think it was Demetrius. He was talking about why Dak didn't look the same. Bro, we didn't have the same players. We definitely didn't have the same coach. We weren't running with a purpose. Back then, we were just running the ball to run the ball. We had no goddamn scheme. No. The offensive line were running into each other.
Yeah.
Now we got pulling guards. We got trap plays. We got running plays that set up the next play.
Yeah, and here's where I was wrong at, and I always will admit that I'm wrong, right? Dak is different. I'm wrong on that part of Dak's career. He's different because he's now articulating, hey, this is what happened out there on the field at live while the field while the game is at play. He's going to the official saying, hey, man, this guy hit me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, this guy taking cheap shots. Hey, what am I supposed to do in this situation? Because Dak was the type of person that would get rocked and he'll get back up and you just go back into calling the plays. You know what I'm saying? Or go back in and just wipe it off or shake it off and get back to it. I'll never forget in 2017 versus the Ravens, he got rocked real bad. You know, he got back up, went back into the huddle, didn't say anything about it. Now, modern day Dak, he said, hey, man, hey, look at number 79 or look at number 84. Look, these people hit me after the plays. You get what I'm saying? So that is the difference between Dak Prescott now and then. You know,
that's what, Law. If he don't get the call on that call, he'll get it later.
There
and
you
we
go.
all know those calls can determine a game.
Right. And you know what? I'm seeing the game different now. Is that, damn it, we normally don't get that PI call on CD Lamb on that edge.
CD.
Yeah. Normally we don't get them. We don't get them at all. But those officials that, I got you down the stretch. And people would say the NFL is rigged, but no, these people are human beings, man.
Right.
Yeah. That's what that says. These people are human beings, and they can all be swayed. You get what I'm saying?
And Jerry has a way to sway. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, come on with it, man. But you got to be personal with these
before
guys.
I get out of here, Lord, I do want to say this, Lord, that I predicted before 2 weeks ago, Lord, you go back into your tapes, I predicted us running the table. I'm not moving from that. We have one more game. This next game, Lord, and I done study and dissect Detroit. They're suspect in their corners, Lord. Where's our fifth, Lord?
Wide receiver. And run game. Run at them little light corners over there. They ain't about that life. Yeah.
They are sus, Lord. So, 16, their quarterback cannot move like Patrick Mahomes. If you put pressure up the middle on him, he will crack. He can't move. He's a statue. Lord, Lord, get ready, Lord. We going on that run.
Let's get it, man. Appreciate you. Let people hear you say it, man.
Bow, bam, mother, effing, cowboy. Hold on, Lord. Jerry, I'm sorry. I apologize,
Cowboy,
Jerry.
$9.99.
I've been on your neck all
Law Workings Through Lunch is the MVP of the week in my book, Oncoming
Jerry,
Fist Medium Skin
you
Tone.
have
Thanks
foresight,
for all the work
Jerry.
you put in for us
Obviously,
to
the
have great
foresight that
Cowboys
we did
content.
not have. He invented this, Lord. So we gotta give that man credit, Lord, because you know we've been on his neck talking about make moves. You keep talking about you all in. Lord, give that man, get him his flowers, Lord.
No doubt, man.
It hurts me to say, but Lord, we got to give him credit, Lord. Our defense has did a 360, and he said it. He said, when I trade Micah, I'm going because I'm doing for a better defense. We like, yo, where's that math at? Because the math ain't mathing. What we seeing ain't mathing.
No doubt,
but
man.
But now the math is starting to add up, Lord, so I got to give him his flowers. I'm a grown-ass man.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you calling in, VIP. Yeah, it's a good call from him. Cali Cowboy Law Working Through Lunch is MVP of the week in my book. Thank you all for the work you put in. Have a great to have a great Cowboys content. Appreciate you, Cali Cowboy. Appreciate you. A Chiefs fan in the chat. You know, normally I don't do this to Chiefs fans, but it's ironic that you guys are saying that y'all were hoes in a game.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
You guys are the least people that need to be talking about the aficionados on one side versus the other. Chiefs said they got robbed. Man, come on. And yeah, it is 180, not 360. I get what he was saying. It's 180, baby. So we did turn the corner. I got from the 901, and then I got from the 910. Hold tight, Queen Cowboys. But I got for the 901. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
Shout out Lord Nation. Shout out Memphis. Shout out Cowboy Nation. Shout out Dat, CD, GP, Devontae. Cowboys in the house. Memphis in the house.
I love it, man. I love it, man. Memphis Tennessee in the building, man.
What do you call this called? Coaching does matter.
It does.
Coaching does matter. And man, I don't got nothing left in the tank. Philly took a lot out of me. I didn't enjoy my turkey yesterday. That game took a lot out of me.
Hold tight, I got a super chat.
I got two concerns.
Hold tight, I got a super
you
chat.
spoke on the linebackers. You spoke on the linebackers. Well, I mean, how can we fix that?
Yeah.
And you spoke on our corner play. Is Diggs gonna come back? Is he gonna come back with a chip on his shoulder? That's all I really got. Man, I'm out of energy, man. M-Town in the house, I'm out.
Yes, indeed. M-Town in the house, man. Yes, indeed. Let me find out, man. Ever since Dak been dealing, man, I haven't heard from JP. I haven't heard from, what's the other guy you used to call it, Brandon? Whatever happened to Brandon, you know? What happened to Brandon, man? Ever since Dak been dealing, man, what happened to them boys, man? You know? But shout out to Quentin Warner. He said, Law, I believe the Chargers can get them L.A. Okay, he talking about the Eagles. He think that the Chargers can get them L.A. and as well as the Bills. Yeah, that's what we all rooting for, man. Shout out to them. I got from the 910, you are in She's Your Queen to be. From the 910 Queen Cowboy, you in. Talk to me.
Hey, Law, can you hear me?
All is well, can't complain.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good, good. You know, these last few games, it seems like, what it seems like to me is that they be getting, at the beginning, they be getting all their ducks in a row to see how each side of the ball functions on the other team.
Right.
And then they make the necessary adjustments to deal with that said team. But while they getting all the adjustments together, in my opinion, I can't watch it. I cannot watch my boys if they not dominate.
Okay.
And for that almost, let's see, until they started getting together, I told my husband, turn the channel. But he was still watching it on his phone.
Yeah.
And they was turning it around, and he said, you might wanna change the channel, put the game on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I turned it on, and man, praise God.
Yeah.
God is good.
All
you know
time.
what I'm saying? God is good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm.
So I just cannot watch my boys if they're not winning.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably not good, but I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I got to worry about my mental.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, thank God we
All
have done 3 in a row already. And so now we just got to prepare ourselves for those cats. The next game.
Yeah.
Meow, meow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prepare for them, and then go ahead and put Washington and the Giants to bed. Who else we got to play in the midst of that?
We got to play the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings. We don't have to play.
Hold tight. I got a super chat.
C1's $5.
Okay.
If I said anything to make her feel some way, very sorry. My passion is deep for our Cowboys. I am only talking playoff scenarios.
No doubt, Dr. Q. Appreciate you for your support. All right, now what you got, Queen?
We don't have to play the Buccaneers, do we?
No, we don't have to.
Well, I'm seeing things pretty good. You know, when God shines on a thing, you cannot help but see the presence and the light is shining.
Okay.
When God got something to do with it, and I see all kind of light shining on this team for this year, and even if he's setting things up, everything is getting lined up, and even if it's not this particular year, which I believe it's going to be, he's setting it all up, so we just have to make minor additions and subtractions. You know, we don't have to look for a whole defense and look for 2 DTs in the middle that took us forever to get. You know, so I'm just happy, and I want all of y'all to let them hang, Cowboy Nation.
Let them hang.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them boys? That's Queen Cowboys from the 9-10. Great energy. All right.
The conference has been locked.
All right. Not going to play clock game, but, you know, let me get Point Dexter on. But before Point Dexter, I see MJ was here before you. So hold tight, Point Dexter. From the 206, you in the mix. Talk to me, man.
What up, Lord? How you doing, man?
Man, all is well, man. Happy Victory Friday to you, man.
Yes, sir. Wait, we almost there. Like me and you got our wish. We got our big D tackles. Now we just we need.
Hey, hold down the show for me. Hold down the show for me. Go ahead, keep talking though.
All right. Yeah, we need number 7 to come back. If he come back and play good, that's gonna put that secondary over the hump. Cause now when you go bump and run, we're gonna get some sacks. We're gonna get more sacks. So we need to put this whooping on Detroit. They embarrassed us last year and was laughing. So let's make this a laughing show on them coming up this weekend. And we're gonna whoop that butt. I think it's gonna be 38-13, a beatdown on them. Like they said, their quarterback can't run, and we could put a lot of pressure on him. And he's about to get it, and he don't like pressure up the middle. Anybody can get past the ends. It's that middle pressure. And you see what happened to the Kansas City quarterback. That pressure up the middle had him running for his life. And he's way faster and dangerous than the Detroit quarterback. So it looks like we'll be doing good, Cowboy Nation. We're going to have a good game plan against Detroit. We just got to make sure in them screens. We got to they're very dangerous on screen, especially with number 0. If number 0 get a screen and you don't be at your spot, he will take it to the house. So we got to be closer up on screen passes for Detroit.
No doubt, man. No doubt, bro. So pressure inside the middle there.
Said?
Yeah, we got the big boys, man. You know, golf is a statue.
Big boy.
Golf is a statue, man.
Yeah, and number 7, he's coming back. So I'm gonna tell y'all something. This one he played good when he get pressure. Number 7, he gonna get like 2 or 3 picks. I'm telling y'all right now. Even though we mad at him, and I think he waking up because he's like, oh man, everybody wake up. You know when you be mad at something long.
Right.
Like, man, I got a chance to go for the first time. This big and the worst pressure, like me and Law said, is that pressure to the middle, because it had your boy, the Kansas City quarterback, running for his life. If that would have been the Detroit quarterback, we'd have had about 8, 9 sacks, y'all.
I love to see it, man.
Number 7 is going to help. Oh, my God. If he come back with the right attitude, that could put that defense really over the top.
No doubt,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
No doubt. Hey, man, appreciate you for calling in, MJ. I gotta make it quick, but I appreciate you, bro.
Great show. And how about them Cowboys?
How about him, man? Good call from him. I got Point Dexter from the 409. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Sleeper. Talk to me.
What's up, Low?
What's going on, man?
Boy, I'll tell you, like, but on a roll, man, on a roll. And the best thing that I like about this team right now is that they are a team. See, we had this thing where we always try to malign a player here or there, thinking that it's about one player. It's never about one player. It's about a team.
Right.
It's about players picking up other players. Now, you have a player that have a bad play, and you have another player that picks him up, and then he comes on and makes a play, and another player picks him up. Man, that Malik Davis touchdown run, when he hit the hole, he didn't see nothing but blue. He never seen any white. The only thing he saw was blue, and then he saw that goalpost, which he hit his head on. Man, that was one of the greatest blocked up plays I ever seen. You know, if you're a running back, man, you hit that hole, you don't see nothing but blue. He didn't see a white jersey the whole time he ran that ball, man. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a team working together. I'm talking about GP fumbling the ball and Turpin falling on it after fumbling the ball last week. You know, Saudi got these dudes believing in each other. You know, it's really crazy that it took a player to lose his life for them to understand what position they're in, how blessed they are to play this game. You know what I'm saying? Overshawn is coming on, man. D's come back. That's going to definitely be an upgrade. I heard Q say this is the first time he's ever been on a 3-game winning street.
First
you
time
know what
ever,
I mean?
man.
This is new territory. And when we talk about the defense, man, we got to talk about the what we call the sauce. The sauce is white cotton. Man, I've seen this dude here. He's in people's faces. I don't know. El Bruce is in the booth, right?
Yeah, he's on the sideline.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, he's on the sideline. Hello?
Well, I don't see him, but I see White Cotton all the time. You know, I see White Cotton talking about them getting together and doing things. And, you know, Dak, he's gotten more vocal, something that we talked about, you know. He is the leader of the team, and now he's become like the vocal leader of the team. He's not going to let anybody get down. I remember a time when it was an interception early in the game, and all was lost. You know, Dak threw a pick, all is lost. Nobody picking him up. But now it don't matter. It don't matter what goes on during the game.
Right.
And that's what it takes, that type of perseverance. When things ain't going exactly right and you keep plugging and you keep playing, and that's what I'm liking about this team. I'm never going to cheer for the front office. Whatever moves they made or whatever, that's fine. That's what they're supposed to do. But I don't cheer for the front office. I cheer for this coaching staff, and I cheer for these players. You hear what I'm saying?
I follow you, man.
We on the roll, baby.
On the roll.
Let's just keep it going. I'm enjoying watching football. I'm enjoying the nation standing up. As I always say, the biggest subject in the nation is the nation. And I'm so glad to hear the nation standing up and cheering and enjoying this team. How about... Oh, Lord, help me, Lord.
I know.
How about them cow? Look, man, I've been hollering at this TV all week. I'm about to die, man. So
Hold on. Come on, let's do it together. Let's do it together. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2. How about? Come on, where you at? How about them Cowboys? Come on with it, man.
Hey, Lord, before I get off of here, man, I just wanted to tell you, man, we got to take a mental health check all the time.
Yeah.
I always tell you that I love you. When I tell you I love you, that means that God loves you. Okay,
yes,
and you always know that. All right.
Indeed. Appreciate you, man. Much love to you, man, as well, man. It's Poindexter. Phone number 3, though, by the way, for the 409. That's my guy, man. That's why, shoot, I bet you we saved somebody's life right now just by trying to do it. How about them Cowboys? Somebody was about to risk it all, about to jump off of that tall building, and they said, you know what, these guys, man, they made me laugh. Let me stick around in life, man. I promise you, somebody listening to this, they'll be at the edge here, you know. And so these two guys, boy, they'll try to... Hey, that crack voice, man, it happened to me all the time, man. It shoot. I'm like, man, this my mid-40s crack voice, maturity going on, you know, puberty, whatever you may call it, you know. Sometimes it get me too, man. Think about it. You've been talking for like 2 or 3 hours, and then all of a sudden, you be like, dang. Yes, indeed. So, man, come on with it, man. I think, shoot, give him a round of applause for attempting, man, because I know he was yelling at the TV yesterday. And I had one in me when I did the Queen Cowboys, man. That took all of my little, you know, without she's your queen to be. Jeez. Law played Roger one time for the old head young bull in the chat, and I know that this is what I do know. Hold on. The person that's saying the ref won the game, they're not Chiefs fans. They can't tell you nothing about the Chiefs. That is either a disguised Eagle fan, period. It's not a Washington fan. It's not a quote-unquote Giants fan. I guarantee you that is an Eagle fan. If Eric is in the chat, he owe me by 50, man. He owe me by 50. I guarantee you, because I've been around football too long. I know too much football. I done judged the basis of their fan base. Chief fans don't give a damn about losing it to the Cowboys. They won about 2-3 Super Bowls in the last 5 years. They're not trolling type of fans, and I get it. That person that's saying that the Chiefs got robbed, that's not even part of their pedigree to complain about the officials. So I know, with all account, that particular, if you click on their page, matter of fact, don't you go hide that. Now you go hide. Let me click on this page. Let me see this page. I'm gonna go find that person who's saying that the Cowboys got robbed. Hold on, don't delete them, y'all. I mean, the Eagles got robbed. Not the Eagles, but the damn, what do you call it? The Chiefs got robbed. Chiefs don't even complain about the aficionados because they know what's up. You know. Let me click on this page. Go to channel. More. He joined this page. He just created his account. I know for sure, if he created his account this year, he ain't no damn Chief fan. I know who y'all are. I know who you are. I pointed you out. I got you. Hold on, Cowboy Nation. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up everything one more time. Let
Let me pull up everything one more time. Yeah. Pull it up right here. Boom, boom, boom. I know who y'all are. And I get it. I get your frustration. It's an Eagle fan. Law did it. I did it. Yeah, that's who it is. You think you gonna try to get behind somebody? How about them Cowboys? I know he's not a Chief fan, and he's the same account that was in here earlier. So I already know, man. It's okay, man. You wanted the Cowboys to lose. So what you did was, since the Cowboys won, and you had all that Eagle stuff, you went and created you another little account, and you jumped on over here to start trolling. Chief fans don't troll. Chief fans don't talk smack. They know where they at. They don't have nothing to prove to Cowboy fans. Yeah, so I already know. One more time, y'all. One more time. Boy, I can make this show go even longer, man. I got from the 336 Triller. You in the mix, man. Talk to me, man.
What's good, Law? What's
Not
good?
much, man. You know, you see these people creating fake accounts, trying to troll. It ain't even working.
Being lame. Hey,
Yeah.
listen, I got a few little statements. In the NFL history, what cornerback can hold a wide receiver for 6 seconds? I'll help y'all out. None of them. We really need Diggs back to get Bridges off the field because Bridges was the one that was getting killed yesterday.
Yeah.
He was the one that got the touchdown scored on him. And then we get Diggs back. Big Q gonna turn him back to the ball hog that he is while putting Bland back in his natural position to slot and letting the young boy take over the other side of that corner. And our secondary gonna look so much better. I have to say something about these trades, though, man. These trades that Jerry made with GP and Big Q, it changed our defense. It changed our team. It gave our team confidence.
Yeah, it
Them
did.
12-5 teams lacked confidence. We had good players, but it seemed like when we got into a big game, either it seemed like they were unprepared or they weren't confident about what was about to happen. And I feel like that's what these trades did going forward with these first-round picks. I don't know if we can do it this year, but it looked like we can. And with these first-round picks, we grabbed some great talent, like some instant starters on the defense. We're going to be looking damn good next year, man. I'm talking about a top five defense and a top 5 offense, a top 5 team in general. And all these fans that kept saying we were going to lose to the Eagles, lose to KC, lose to, man, find another team. We don't need the energy, man. We trying to win. We want to win, bro. That's like, I'm going to give you an analogy. That's like being on the phone with your homeboy, and he like, yeah, man, I got this job interview, making $30 an hour. And then as soon as you get off the phone, you like, nah, he ain't gonna get that job. How you gonna hate on your own situation? Like, come on, man. Let's be real, but that's all I got, Logan.
Man.
These fans be ticking me off, bro.
Man, all day, man. Appreciate you, fam. That's Triller, man, with the good information for the nation. I got Lokes, man, from the 469. What's on your mind? Talk to me, man.
Hey, good afternoon, Law, man. Hope you're having a great Victory Friday, man. How about them Cowboys? Real quick off of football, man. Shout out to everyone's family and the ones that ain't there with us anymore. You know, a rest in peace to all the loved ones that ain't with us. You know, it was great to have family time, and ain't nothing with Cowboys and Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
What a great tradition to always have.
Yeah.
But real quick, man, my 2 beans, and I'll leave it at that, man. Rain Dakota Prescott, man. Now, we already knew. We've all been knowing the type of quarterback he is since he's been in the league, right? We know since he's a rookie, he was about that,
Right.
about the NFL. Nothing too bright. But one thing that I always said to you, Law, and you can always backtrack on me, but I've never been a believer in Jason Garrett. I hated Mike McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
And my
Sure,
thing
right.
is, when the lights get brightest, when it's time to show up, can you actually plan to, be ready, be prepared for war? Because you ain't just going to go there just for a battle. You're going to go there to, set the kingdom on fire. You know what I'm saying, Law?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think Shawty provides that. I think this is the first time in a long time where, Dak can't win the playoff game. Dak can't do this. Well, damn, dude. How much do you believe that you can finally have faith that you can actually win a playoff game with Shawty and Dak? Because damn, you know what was the key missing ingredient, Law?
Well, that
Adjusting to the opponent, adjusting to anything that gets thrown at you in life. Because if you can't adjust, how the F are you gonna keep doing the same thing over and over? Because that's what it is. That's insanity, Law.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is with Shawty, he's overcoming, injuries. He's overcoming a short roster. He's overcoming the defense. But you know what he keeps putting out there? That offense putting out them 30 points. No,
Right.
man, I'm just saying, Law. Coaching and the quarterback matters. Reed had Mahomes. Brady had Bill. Aikman had Johnson. Case in point, right? And my
Right.
last being is this. This defense, all we said it is, shout out to Vaj. We just needed to be an average. It just needed to make stops when it needed to make stops.
Mhm.
And getting Big Q, man, I think that is the biggest. I'm gonna give credit. I'm gonna say this right now. I think that is the biggest upgrade that the Cowboys have done in the last 20 years, and that's even with the Amari Cooper trade.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
is the biggest difference that we have had in this front office in a long time. And my thing is just keep going at it. Let's build off of that. And how about them Cowboys, man? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all Cowboys Nation. And have a great Black Friday with your family. Peace
No
out.
doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Good call from my guy. Good points too. Good two beans there. He's on point. He's on par with the coaching staff, man. I did prematurely say that Mike McCarthy was the best coach we had since Bill Parcells, and I think two things can be true. Two things can be true. I prematurely said that though, because Mike McCarthy was one-dimensional, and he was stubborn to a degree. Those button routes, hook routes, and all of those things, he lamented that he didn't like them, and then in return, he started to do them in his last season. Now, Mike McCarthy also, he did bring in he tried to change the culture. The culture wasn't really willing to change as far as the Cowboys, as far as taking names off the back of players and saying that, hey, we about team winning and things like that, introducing red jerseys. So Mike McCarthy tried, but his weight wasn't big enough, outside of his own personal size. So, and shame on me for shaming that guy, fat shaming. But you guys get what I'm trying to say here. And no offense to him personally, right? And it's not trying to be a personal attack. But I will say that it is right on the money, right on par with all what we discussing right now. I got from the 513, and then we got DJ from the 607. Hold tight. But from the 513, Marcus, you live on the Nation, man. Talk to me.
Yo, Law Nation, what's good, my brother?
Hey, all is well. Can't complain.
So I meant to call in a couple of days ago. I didn't get the opportunity, and I wanted to point out something that I found super noticeable in this game as well. And that is number one, Nathaniel Thomas at left tackle. Can we please stick with him at left tackle from here on out? Is anybody else with me on that? Are you with that, Law?
Oh,
Because
well, I'm right with you as
seems
far
like-
as the physicality aspect of it. You do bring that into the table. Yeah.
Because it seems like to me, we don't get those, drive-killing holding calls that Guyton gets like multiple times a game when Nate Thomas is in. And on top of that, I feel like the protection's better. It's more steady and consistent. And I think Dak feels safer with that. It just looks like he plays better. So hopefully, we just continue forward with Nate Thomas at left tackle, reevaluate Guyton in the offseason, and see what we want to do. And then Malik Davis. Wow. What a journey he's had, man. Malik Davis has been with us for a few years now, going back to those playoff runs where we would not be able to get past San Francisco. And to really see him getting his opportunity, making the most of it, getting big plays when he gets the opportunity, I think he honestly deserves a roster spot moving forward and to really be considered as RB2 maybe next year, or at least RB2/3, and get another running back in here. What do you think about Malik Davis, man?
I think that Malik Davis is a good change of pace back. He absolutely complements what Javonte Williams is able to do. Can we still get better in that spot? Yes, but I think that down the stretch, Malik Davis got fresher legs than anyone right now and continue to use those 1-2 combos. But I think the world of Malik Davis, but I'm still trying to upgrade in that department, if you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no doubt. I think we should get a stellar rookie running back next year in the draft. So the linebacker position is interesting because we now have a healthy Overshown. We now have a Logan Wilson. We now have a Shamar James that's developing and is not pressured to be the straight-up number one linebacker. And then on top of that, we still have Morris as well developing. Now, do we really need to go first round for a linebacker?
I mean, I'm drafting BPA for the first 2 rounds, so or all around. I'm just drafting BPA. So if my linebackers is graded out better than a safety or a cornerback, then I'm going with linebacker. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes because it's such a long class that we have to look at.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I feel like too on this defense, Diggs coming back is going to be the icing on the cake because right now our defense is really gelling and molding very well. And if we can keep a lot of these pieces going into next year, I think if we just allow this team to mold together and develop and not tweak it around too much, we could really have something going for us moving forward. And something I noticed as well is the tackle position. I feel like going into the offseason, and something to consider as well with these draft picks that we're talking about already, is we're going to have free agency as well. So who knows what's going to happen in free agency with all that money that we have. But something I noticed is that tackle position, it's very difficult for us to shore it up. And Steele, he's still not really progressing. I feel like personally, in the offseason, we should go ahead and go after a proven veteran tackle.
No doubt. Hey, Marcus, I got a super chat, but hold tight.
At Eric Stewart, $3,167.9.99. Go OD win for you guys, law. And I want y'all to beat Detroit next week to make easy for us come playoff.
Sleeper is the number one.
No doubt. Marcus, in closing.
In closing, man, I'm just proud of our boys. Let's keep on building this momentum and keep giving fire to each other. How about them boys?
How about them, man? That's Marcus, man, from Cincinnati, I believe. All right. Last but not least, man, I have my guy DJ from the 607. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, bro.
Yeah, how about them boys, man? What's up, man? How about them? Hey, Law, man, my bad. I admit calling you. I had to give it to the Eagles fans on my Facebook all week, man. I had to give it to them all week, bro. I've been hearing it all week. I had to give it to them. But, let me give you – I'll be yelling on this. I'll be yelling to you, but let me give you a little analysis of the game I had. But, listen, we had a hell of a fucking game. Hell of a game. But when we start off with that ball first, you know what I mean? We got to go down there, man. You know what I'm saying? We're playing Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes, he could have got his dangerous. But you know what the difference between Dak is now? When he throws that pick, usually it's a snowball effect. But you know what? He's corrected that. But, hey, guess what? Guess who's back, ladies and gentlemen? It's CeeDee Lamb. I don't know what the problem is with the Eagles. All his drops are with the Eagles, guys. He does not have a problem with nobody else in the league. He's a dog. He's a number one. Don't get it twisted. He's been with us before George Pickens got here. Don't think because George Pickens is here, he's doing his thing, forget about CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb's our dog. Don't forget about him. You know what I'm saying? And get this. You know what? It's nice to have a defense because now you see Eberflus's vision. You see a vision with that. You see a vision with Overshown. We got Logan Wilson in the middle. We got sitting there. Oh, boy. Oh, it's so pretty seeing Diggy worth his contract. It's so nice to see that money worth it. You know what I'm saying? Quentin Williams. You got Kenny Clark. God, you know what? Jerry's looking pretty good right now. I think Jerry's looking really good right now with them 2 first-round picks left. You know what I'm saying? So, and at the end of the game, at the end of the day, Law, in the fourth quarter, we got the finishing touch. We got the Prescott and Pickens show. What do you want to do? When it comes to the fourth, 2 minutes left, we're going to Pickens on that slant. And if you don't think it, and if you want to do it, we got the best kicker in the game. We can say the 50 or the 40. What do you want? If you want us to finish with a 64-year-old, but this is what I'm finished with. Watch the Eagles. They lose tonight. I got to bet with my man, the Eagles fan. They're
finna play in 15 minutes. So, yeah, appreciate you for calling in, DJ. Thank you.
How about Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys, man? That's DJ, a.k.a. Michael Rappaport. Appreciate it, everybody, man, that called in for this Marathon Victory Friday, TGIF Friday. Be sure when you're picking up all your Christmas gifts in your Christmas baskets and stuff like that, hook a brother up. I know y'all got it, but let's go over the stat leaders for the 2025 as of present day. Dak Prescott leading all quarterbacks in passing yards. Appreciate that. Rushing leaders, you have Javonte, number 4. Yes, indeed, Javonte, number 4. Less than 100 yards away from getting 1,000 yards of the season. Appreciate Javonte Williams. We got Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's ahead, but we got Pickens right in second place. And let me see where my guy at Lamb is at. Lamb is in 15, so he got a little ways to go, but keep in mind he missed about, 4 or 5 games if you add the game that he got injured on. So that's where he's at. And far as sack leaders, of course, Myles Garrett. We want him to increase that number this week. Yes, indeed. He's going up against the 49ers, so we need for him to increase that number. Brian Burns, and then you have that guy that used to play for the Cowboys there. And then you have all of these guys with the INTs. So that's where it is at. And let me go to teams. Of course, Cowboys got the number 1 total offense in the National Football League. They have the number 1 total passing in the National Football League. They have, let me see where we at rushing amongst everyone. It look like top 15 in rushing, give or take. And let's see where we are at far as the defensive leading. We look at that. We had to look at that at a different angle. Turnovers, I don't know where we at with that. It's just that we are pretty good for where we at. Let me see where we at. Complete list. Where the Cowboys at? We no longer the 32nd team. So we like the 30th or the 29th team, give or take. So give or take on defense. So we moving up, baby. We moving on up, baby. So that's a good thing, man. Momentum is everything. Cowboy Nation. Yeah, Jay Will already hit his career high in rushing, and we got 5 more games to go. Cowboy Nation. What's it, 6? 5 or 6? How many more games we got to go? All right, Cowboys. There are plenty of content to go over today. Diggs is on his way back. If we offended anyone today, charge it to my beard, not my heart. Eric Stewart, appreciate you for your super chat. You owe me about the next time you super chat, Eric, just send me about 25, and then we'll make everything good from there. We'll make everything cool from there, bro. Yeah. But go Bears. They're finna kick off in about 10 minutes.
Cowboy Nation, if we survived all the way to this point, we are one hell of a team. A great team, by the way. A team that can control our own destiny. And how we started this with this right here.
On the real, me and your mama are getting real serious. You know, so it look like I'm gonna be around here for a while. I ain't trying to be a daddy or nothing, but if you need some advice, feel free to talk to me.
Feel free to talk to me. If your team won this week, let me see a 9-4 in the chat. If your team won this week, let me see a 9-4 in the chat. Shout out to you, sweet Zeke. Shout out to you, NJ. Appreciate you. They are not.
You won't break my soul.
They would never break
my soul.
All right, Beyonce.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Let me see them 9-4s down there. Lock in, baby.
It's Mr. Nasty kind.
If there's one thing a man should always do, is mainly to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view, unless what they bring makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices only turn those hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, your brother, our robber brother, rover brothers, the morals of life, live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. They would take the decent man to alter his heart to seek to rip him apart. Those, man, you should never call a friend, because they bend the lies around the truth to meet their end. Stand tall or not at all, Cowboy Nation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, we're going to have to run it up.
Tell them run it up.
Yeah.
I wake up.
I wake up.
I wake up. Flex. Thumb down that. Check. No drip this. Wet.
Tell them run it up. Hey.
No sleep, no rest.
Come on.
Might crash, might wreck. But first I
stretch.
Tell them run it
Now
up.
it's time
I wake up. Flex.
to
Down
roll.
that. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10.
Those
Tutu is savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies.
Come on.
Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady.
Yeah.
The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy.
Shout out to you,
Put in
Reese.
my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ.
Come on, Cowboys, let's get them 6.
I wake up, flex, thumb down that check, no drip this.
Shout out to you, Brown.
No sleep, no
Shout out to you,
rest.
Warner,
Might crash,
D
might
Shift,
first I
Swayze,
tell 'em run
Candace,
it
NJ, Action Powell, Trayvon, Sadiq Charles, Jet Lee, not Bruce, but Jet, Iceberg Cute. What we tell him?
Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to
Detroit, baby.
Call up
Shout out to
Nigeria, come
CeeLos,
through in a hurry.
Dustin, SARS,
Those London boys
Calais,
don't come to play, you shouldn't
Darren,
worry.
Corey.
One false move, find yourself they getting
Somebody
buried.
else send one in.
Dance with the
I don't want Eric to be the last one in there. Shout out to
bad
you.
decisions that brought my mama pain.
Not mine,
I
baby.
made a promise to her, swore that I would change.
Eat them
I'm on the
leftovers.
come up, bet I live up to my
Name. Come on.
I wake up.
Make you a ham sandwich, man. If you eat that swine for your mind.
No sleep,
Oh,
no
Lord.
rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up.
Eric with another super chat. Somebody else.
Tell 'em
Go Birds.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck.
Straight to this right here.
We're looking great. Go Birds. Let's
Go Birds.
We're looking great. Go Birds. Let's go Birds.
It's broke.
We're looking great. Go Birds. Let's go Birds.
The sounds.
Go Birds. Let's go Birds.
You know what? I just realized, man, I'm supposed to get out of here about 30 minutes, 40 minutes ago. But you know how Eric Oldhead, young bull, you know how bulls had that bull nose ring? I never noticed that Eric Oldhead, young bull, your lady got that damn nose ring in there like a bull. Look at it. Yeah, I never knew she got a baby nose ring like that. Nah. Let me be real, man. Eric, man, what do you be doing with that ring right there? It's so close to her nose, and this is a small one. Like, what you be doing, man? What you be doing with that? What you be doing with that ring right there, Eric Oldhead, young bull? What you be doing, man? Let me know, man. Let me know what you and your lady be doing with that over there. One more time, Montisha and Eric Oldhead. Look at my guy, Eric. I get it. Oh, that's Miss Boy. Oh my gosh, man. The booger catcher.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you are.
That's Miss Oldhead Young Bull. Miss Oldhead.
Take the money out, all of it. They can come my time now, come on. Original, they never with me.
Does it I'm gonna get a cease and desist letter from her and her people. And Eric Oldhead, young bull. The snot locket. Oh my gosh, man. But at the end of the day, to all of the Eagles fans that's watching,
On the real, me and your mama getting real serious. So it look like I'm gonna be around here for a while. I ain't trying to be your daddy, but if you need some advice, feel free to talk to me.
Why, this motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
When you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too.
He ain't lying. Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
Another one.
Are you not entertained?
I've got balls of steel.
Look at my African American over here.
It's Mr. Nasty Time.
Eric!
Oh, look at my African American over here. Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Suck.
Faith! Stop, Faith! Come back, Faith!
You have to.
It's an evil world we live in.
And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says,
and they understand the
follow that because you don't know.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
Nope.
There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors.
Nope.
Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna need it. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. But I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again,
oh, look at my African American over here.
Are you not entertained? And this are you not entertained? Electronically, or you even giving tangibly. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here.
Emotional damage.
Y'all stop moving. Y'all can bring it right
the
now.
button king over here, baby.
Giving tangibly. Just put your hand on the.
It's an evil world we live in.
Stick it on the bucket.
Hey, Jalen Hurts, you trying to do that tush push again? Oh Lord, he trying to do the tush push again.
This ain't the time.
Hey. Hey, that's a hole right there, man. Come on, man.
1,000 people online. This is easy, saints. This is an easy miracle.
Until next time, that's been my time. I really appreciate you all for yours. And remember,
that's it.
Uncle Charles.
Sacrifice, don't give up the fight. Everything will be alright on any given Sunday. Yeah, depend on you. If you win or lose, you know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday. Yeah.
Until next time, and remember, you're listening to the sounds of Soft Souls and Hits and Oldies, brought to you by Roger.
Roger, please don't. Roger.
What we gonna tell Roger, man?
Roger, who did this to you? Please come home. Buddy, I love you. Please, I got beans and bologna.
Hey. Boy, trolling law is still activated, man. One game at a time. And
Roger.
until next time,
Who did this to you?
Law
Please,
Nation.
who did this?
Law did it. Law Nation.